Everyone, and welcome to Broadcaster Royale, a time where we're giving an opportunity to Twitch streamers, content creators, both young and old, an opportunity to pan it out and get some cold hard cash, specifically a $300,000 prize pool along the way. My name is Bill Jump Carter, and joined with me, a man with a beard as beautiful as a 200-meter snipe, Mr. Moses. How are you, sir?
Terrific, sir. Happy to be here.
It is 4 a.m. in the morning on the West Coast.
It sure doesn't feel like it.
We have destroyed our sleep schedule just for you. Maybe not you, but definitely you. It's going to be a long one today, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about the format. This is Broadcaster Royale. There are two different routes for this to take place. We've got the invitational path and the open path spread across 5 different regions: Asia Pacific, Europe, North America, Latin America, and Oceania. That invitational path will take place with 2 qualifiers. We've got the qualifiers this weekend for both paths, as well as August 4th and 5th. That will then seed into our regional finals, which will take place on August 11th and 12th. The top 10 teams from each of those earning a spot in the Broadcaster Royale finals. And with 2 separate paths, everybody's having an opportunity to, maybe you might be a new Twitch streamer, maybe you might be new on the platform, but you could have an opportunity to play with some of the best.
Absolutely. I mean, this is an opportunity for people who maybe don't have as much exposure to the competitive atmosphere of PUBG. And really, for any Twitch streamer, this is going to be a big bonus, something you can put on your wall of accomplishments if you make it through to the finals, but ultimately a lot of action coming up.
You can take down the screenshot on your wall where you stream sniped Dr. Disrespect, and you can actually put up an actual snipe if you end up making it along as him to that broadcaster finals. Let's go ahead and talk about the streamers that we're going to have first on the match. So Asia Pacific, it's early in the morning, but it is midday over in the Asia Pacific region, and as you can see, there's plenty of entertaining individuals. Team Rocket as Team 1, I'm already enjoying.
Absolutely. I mean, there's some memorable names in here. And really, the one thing I love about this region is their play style. Super aggressive, always looking to fight. They all finding themselves crashing vehicles, pan kills, all sorts of crazy stuff happens in this region. I really love watching them play.
And not only that, but we've got the points breakdown. So when you win a match, your team gets 200 points, and that goes down by 5 points with the 40 teams all the way down to 0. But with that being said, only 5 points that separates each position, and kills awarding 4 points apiece. That aggressive playstyle could move you from, say, 10th place all the way up to 2nd, depending on how many kills you're acquiring.
And kills are a big part of this playstyle. Like I said, the aggressive style where they're always looking for kills. And really, it's a broadcasting tournament. They want to have those memorable moments, those big plays. And I think we're going to see a lot of that here.
We are indeed. And speaking of those big plays and those memorable moments, while we are broadcasting here on twitch.tv/Broadcaster Royale, every member that is playing in this tournament, both today and tomorrow for these qualifiers, are streaming live on Twitch. So if you see somebody you enjoy, head over to their channel, drop them a follow, and really support the members that are participating in this program. And if you find yourself some highlights, some clips that you want to share, head over to Twitter, use the hashtag Broadcaster Royale, and maybe you can see some of those pop up here on future broadcasts.
Absolutely. Don't forget to tweet at us as well. I mean, I love watching these things. People find the best clips, and I always see them just a little bit too late. So to have them send them directly to us, that'd be great to see.
Yeah, definitely can come and check all of that out. Now, as we are getting ourselves loaded into lobby very shortly, let's go ahead and talk about this map pool. We do have Sanhok being 3 of the 5 maps. The order specifically, for those of you wondering, is Sanhok, Erangel, Sanhok, Miramar, and then Sanhok again.
Yep.
Talk to me a little bit about this close quarters map.
Sanhok is a terrific addition to the game. It's something that's completely different, plays completely differently than Erangel and Miramar. The smaller map size makes you get into fights. There's no avoiding action. There's no healing off by yourself somewhere. Something we've seen in the past, no longer the case on Sanhok. And really, I think that with these players, in this environment where they maybe don't see each other all that often, it's going to make for some chaos.
Yeah, I think that one of the most interesting things, and you touched upon it as well, is when we're used to watching professional play, they have their specific drops. They have their specific rotations, the strategies that they like to employ. A lot of these individuals are like, hey, buddy, you want to go sign up for this tournament? You want to play?
Yeah.
You can have an opportunity to do so. So you're going to have a lot more clusters around those hardcore focus points of the map, as opposed to the spread out style that we're used to seeing in professional play.
And the habits aren't there. The habits of professional play. I mean, it depends on the player. I mean, I'm not 100% familiar with everybody on that list, but I know that if you're taking the pub mentality into this tournament, it's what you want to do. You want to have fun. You want to get some kills, but really in the professional meta where you're just kind of spending the first 10 minutes of the game, getting your loot, not seeing anybody, not doing anything, not going to play here.
And you have to think about it as well, drawing back to the map of Sanhok. While it is, what, a quarter of the map size of Erangel, it's the same amount of loot. And looking at the rule set as well,
more so in some cases.
They've got 1.5 times the drops for all of your sniper rifles, your assault rifles. So you're actually increasing the opportunity as well to force those fights. And with 4 points again for each of those kills, that aggressive playstyle is encouraged and could pay off in the leaderboards.
Not here to throttle the equipment. It's going to be full bore. Everyone gets whatever they want. It's really going to make it for it. Not essentially an even playing field if you think about it. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, well, we are getting ready to start getting into the game. They are loading up themselves into lobby, and we're going to find out our flight path very soon. But now I have to ask you about this. We've had Sanhok on the rotation for a while. It has been a map that players have started to see. What's your favorite place to drop? Do you have a favorite?
You know, I used to drop in the camps a lot. You know, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, their training center. When I was getting used to the map, that's what I would do. But now it seems that the best path for me is to kind of drop near those places, get looted, maybe get a couple of kills, then head in and clean up. That's my preferred style of play, and then kind of roll through the game as it.
You like being the trash man, picking up the trash. Just, you haven't found yourself fully healed. Let me just pop you with a new QB.
You gotta
or
play smart.
Like that.
You know, you can't, if you drop into the training center every game, your rounds are going to be kind of short because it's so hectic, and really trying to manage all those fights at once is hard for even the best players.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get started into map number 1. It is a beautiful Sanhok day while it is early in the morning here on the West Coast. And what better way to start than a nice little view of Paradise Resort?
I like the Paradise Resort, another great spot to drop. There's so many interesting landmarks in Sanhok, and you really, as we kind of fly through here, the one thing I love about this map is the mobility. You can get up and down the hills, you can get into fights, you can really reposition and flank to your heart's content, and that's, I think, what makes this map so interesting to play, is the highs and lows, the ins and outs of all the different landmarks. Look at that, nice plane path to start us off.
It is. The foliage as well, providing a lot of extra cover than a lot of the open fields, open areas that we're used to seeing in some of the bigger maps. And it looks like it's going to be a southwest to northeast route, almost splitting it right down the middle here as everyone is getting themselves locked and loaded and getting ready to start for our first map of the day. Remember, Asia Pacific, and we will be following the POVs of the streamers themselves. So unlike a conventional broadcast where you're used to seeing a spectator client of all these crazy angles and things moving around, we're not going to be having that today. We're actually just going to be able to see something a little bit more entertaining, and that's going to be the streamers themselves, as it looks like we've got the first group jumping out the plane.
And we can see already that cluster of individuals is jumping out dead center. Headed towards that western side of the map. The boot camp is going to be contested here very early. You can tell that some of these guys want to opt out, want to jump a little bit early and get away from the initial action. But look at that cluster right in the dead center. This is going to be insane.
Already we're going to have ourselves a little bit of fight. You can see someone, you can see Dopper coming over to Camp Charlie. Just, you've got the close loot all by themselves, but they are looking for frags. There's lots of
They're all avoiding the hot drop areas. Like, only 2 players went boot camp out of that entire cluster of players.
It's interesting because you're used to seeing, or it's that opposite mentality of this is where everybody wants to go, so no one's going to end up going there. We actually are on streamer 2-3 right now.
Good old 231, my favorite streamer. I like his overlay. You can see what buttons he's pressing all the time.
Yeah, you can also see, I believe, is that a mouse movement as well?
That's pro gaming right there. Sometimes you're the first person to die.
While we love to highlight the winners in PUBG, there are definitely infinitely more losers, and unfortunately,
there can only be one.
There can only be one. If you're not first, you're last," said Ricky Bobby.
Wow, that sucks. That's like you don't even, not even pressing, not. F's in the chat, really, because not even he got to press it.
No, you didn't. You didn't even get to get yourself a weapon pulled up. It's, hey mom, I gotta wake up.
This great tournament.
I gotta wake up early today. Mom, watch. And she watches. She's never watched video games in her life.
That's my
son. And she just logs on just to watch her son die.
I think they're. I think that's a little bit of disappointment, but hey, it's first game of the day. You know, you can't win them all, or that's the way the cookie crumbles. I guess.
Yeah, we've hopped over to AA New as he picks up a nice little kill there on RFN's going to get a nice little finish off, picking himself a nice early kill, and just as much as the first one, the second one has to go down too.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I'm surprised that when you see those wide peaks that they don't get punished, but Coming back here, looks like our friends in 2-3-1 squad.
I think it also shows you the appreciation of the real difference between reaction times of a professional player and a pub player.
Yeah, and you get that all up and down the ladder. You when you're playing games, sometimes I hear this all the time. It's like, how come when streamers play, they're destroying everybody and they're playing against total potatoes, but when I play, I get destroyed? Well, the answer is
they're a professional
you're
player.
the potato.
It feels bad.
It does feel. You know what? Realizing deep down that you know, you're not as good as other players. I get that all the time. I've come across Shroud in the game. I've come across other really high-level players. It doesn't go well. You know, you very quickly realize your place in the pecking order when you come across some of these guys.
I don't know. It makes me almost feel better because I'll play against somebody and I'll just get bodied from 200 meters out, and I'm like, wow, that really sucks. And then I'll look at the name and I'll be like, oh, I don't feel as bad now.
Yeah, no doubt. There's a lot of good players out there. I mean, there's like the game's been out for a year. Thousands of hours have been accumulated. Ooh, looks like we got a bit of a brawl happening here.
Well, it looks like Sharp's going to be a nice little corner peek onto that. Going to get some nice little damage off, but won't be enough to finish it on him just yet. You can see it is the middle of the nowhere, and he's strafing to the right, trying to see if he's going to get himself a little bit of a peek, but doesn't look like he's going to do just yet.
So it looks like they're going to try and they're not going to spread out and get a two peek here. The one thing that I really recommend when playing in duos is using your angles. You can see he's trying to hold this high side flank, but his partner's just not moving. If you want to take that low side and force them out into the open, that's an easy win.
So we swap back over to AA New. He's continuing to get himself some up here in this little cluster. Doesn't have anything too crazy just yet. Sitting on an AK. He's going to swap that out, though, for a little QBZ. What's your take with the new addition of the QBU over the MK14? What's your thoughts on this?
Oh, the Mini 14, yeah.
Or the Mini 14.
Yeah, so the Mini 14 is actually one of my favorite weapons and a huge component in pro play as well. I haven't had a chance to use the gun a lot, but I did get a chance just yesterday. The only thing I don't like about the new gun is the fact that it's reduced in clips or magazine size from 30 down to 20. The one thing I really love about the Mini is the flexibility that extra ammo gives you when you're extended, but it handles well. It just kind of looks gross. It's got a weird like brown skin on it. I don't know. It looks. I don't care
how good the gun is. It looks ugly, so aesthetically, I will not put it on my body.
It's a very important decision you have to make. Does this gun look gross? And if it does look gross, I mean, you know, you got to make your choices.
Your appearance in PUBG is one of the most important aspects of the game. What is your visual loadout? Do you have a? Are you rocking the new Deadmau5 stuff?
I have been blessed with the very rare partner jacket, so I've got that I wear a lot of the time. But right now I'm wearing the title set, which is the there's some skin thirst out there. Let's just say everyone wants that title set, but
I have refused to buy crates. I am still using the original.
Oh, he's got a flare gun.
The original PlayerUnknown launch. So
I've got
the red shoes. The red shoes.
Well.
I still rock the red kicks all day.
I don't think I've taken the bandana off since I've owned it. This guy's got a flare gun. For those of you who don't know, that flare gun calls in a special airdrop. I don't know if he's used it yet, but when that flare goes off, a plane will fly overhead and drop a basically 2 times crate, where it's got a ton of equipment in there, so they can outfit their duos very easily.
And as you can see, that first circle is deciding to close in. We've got Team 3 as well as a couple others that are on that northeastern side of the circle. And with this circle closing down here onto the southwest side, what are you thinking that some of these strategies are going to be as they're going to have to start getting to that little southwestern island?
Well, it forces them to move center very quickly, and because of the small size of the map, around that boot camp area, you can kind of see where the map pressure is going to start to mount. And once that circle changes, depending on where it shifts, I imagine we're going to be headed south, but then the circle is going to pick up speed. It's going to start changing faster and faster. So we've already seen a bunch of casualties. There's a decent amount of space between these guys. But if you look at the middle of that map where the cluster of players is, that's where the choke point's going to be, trying to cross that river.
Now, something that we also have to consider, and I think it would be great for the memes if they end up doing it. Professional play, you don't see as much bridge camping as what you would have to see, because players are a lot more aware of their surroundings in a lot of instances, considering the spread of the drops that they have to have. But with players like this being a little more new to the game as far as the competitive aspect of it, might potentially see some fun little bridge camping.
I mean, choke point holds are a component in any professional game, especially at the pro level, I should say. If you can hold on to a choke point, because Sanok has an interesting layout, you can't really hold a choke point on the river because the river's not that deep in a lot of areas. You can ford it on a vehicle if you take your time or pick your spots correctly. But holding a choke point in the middle of the map is always a good way to pick up kills.
42 members still left alive. A little bit of a slower setup than what we were expecting in a lot of these instances. We had 8 players that have gone down already of the 25 teams that started in onto this. But with the circle and the map size, as we mentioned, being much smaller, closing into the southwestern side, looks like we're potentially going to be able to see some frags coming up pretty soon.
Shifted up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to stay relatively cinder. Look at that cluster of players in the bottom right. There's a bunch of teams right on top of each other. And they're going to try and, I imagine, go a little bit further center. You can start to see the migration already. I think the conservative style of kind of grabbing that center compound is going to be prevalent here.
And we can also see team number 2, it looks like to be Tume, sitting in that direct middle of the map, giving themselves a couple of bridges to go to, depending on if that circle continues to stay towards that center.
There's the flare.
Yep, there's that flare gun that pops out. And it does make a very large audible noise as well.
Very
and
prominent.
so if anyone is in any sort of proximity, they are going to be able to converge on that point and potentially make that a nice little piece of contest.
So I'm not sure where they shot it off. I see 2 crates on the map. But you can tell the reaction of the players. They all heard it go off, and it'll shoot straight up in the sky if they do it properly. And that's going to drop a very special package, and it takes a long time for it to get to the ground, so it can be very contested.
I will give a lot of credit to A.Nu. It looks like he's going to get a nice action off. Lots of little sprays. Junaid Park's going to go down. QBZ in that fire rate, tearing into it, but now it's the fast of where's his teammate? He's going to end up greeting. Potentially going to just get a nice little finish off there as they're trying to find out where that second teammate is.
They're worried about the flank. You can tell they're looking around. They don't know where the other player is. You just said that. Finishes the kill, but there he is. He's flanked him. Oh, they're grouped up. Ooh, nice trade.
All right, you're going to be able to take down Oya there, so that's going to be 2 extra kills going in pockets. That's already 12 points before you even finish getting onto that leaderboard, so a great effort by them to be able to pick that off and a nice little turn on that flank.
Really liking the... oh, so they've grabbed that center position. Looks like... Are you camping, sir? Is this what we've come to?
Hey,
come on.
You do get points for positioning. This isn't 10 points a kill, although that would be an interesting format.
The one thing I love about the camping strategy is how concerned he is about the corners around him. Like, there's only one potential line of sight, and he's leaning around corners. No footsteps anywhere, but he's very concerned. So hopefully that corner treats him well.
Thankfully, there is no one around. So we have other players to go to because he will be sitting nice and comfortable for quite some time, as that second circle does look like it's going to get started in.
Start to pick up pace here.
Yeah.
The guys in the blue still actually looks like they're battling on the edges. Again, we don't see where the where exactly that crate did land. Haven't seen it come down yet. None of the players obviously have line of sight just yet, but despicable behavior. Come on, let's
he's not even having conversation with him at this point.
It's sitting silently in a house.
Yeah, it's not. Hey, let's just shoot the shit and go. But instead, he's gonna pick himself up a kill. He's gonna take down Super DD. So cigarettes, despite the calm, cool, collected smoke that he had inside that house, was able to pick himself up a kill. As it looks like Dopper and burnaffro are gonna be able to take out 2 members as well.
Yeah, it looks like they picked themselves up a nice team wipe there. And to be fair, it's easy for me to judge. There's money on the line. They're trying to get to a live final. It's not easy to do that, and really they're using all the advantages available to them.
I like
who's this young lady?
It's just an image, man. It's just an image. You're here. My claws have got you.
Yeah,
You're not gonna leave now.
I feel like I'm being she's gonna choke me like it's like Darth Vader.
That's the female Darth Vader. That's the choke. That's the choke symbol.
Death is a nice looking Korean. just choking me.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that tonight. So Darth Vader's gonna walk in a room and the mask is gonna pop off and it's just gonna be that girl with that little symbol.
Exactly. Looks like she's also hanging out. It's June. June and her and Tume.
Now Tume did go down. No, sorry. Tume took someone out earlier today, so they've been able to secure themselves a kill as well. Oh,
choke point.
Wait, where is it? Oh, she's gonna get the double.
Let's go, June. Oh, that's the guy that was camping.
Yeah, was able to take out cigarettes. He did. He went outside to take a smoke this time.
And it didn't work out. He shouldn't have left his house.
No, but they're going to have to be able to push on it. His teammate actually ends up going down.
Nice.
There's going to be one. There's going to be 2. So they're both going to be able to get that secured kill. And now she's going to have to run over to her teammate.
Oh, it looks like they've been spotted, though. This edge of the play. Nice shots. Oh, not the down, though.
걔 하나 지금 기절했고 하나 살리러 갔어요.
Look at this. Just like that, it's all of a sudden a mad dash to the circle.
Yeah. You've got it's because of the circle moved far to the west of where it's at. You've got so many different teams now that are going to have to just migrate over, and this is where we're going to start to see that 34 alive start to drop down drastically.
And that whole right side of the play zone is going to have so much pressure. A vehicle is actually on the way as well, something that's going to be very dangerous. Hopefully for AIM, he knows what he's doing. He's headed right to the bridge in his vehicle as well. Flashbang comes out. Looks like they're going to try and finish this kill in this house here. Trying to chase it.
Thank you, TikTok, for your subscription.
Appreciate it.
Tumei did end up going down in order to
Tumei's down.
9. Yeah, Tumei ended up dying, so no more Vader choke today.
June! Oh.
June
ends up going down as well. So there's going to be that duo. 2-3-1 still left alive. That's going to be 3 kills in his pocket. As it seems that the kills are not as spread out as what you're usually expecting in a lot of pub matches. It does seem like you're starting to get those concentrated players with that higher kill count.
There's 32 players, and I think they're all on the eastern side, or the western side of the play zone, I should say. No, east. Yeah, the eastern side of the play zone.
They're all having to hoof it.
Yeah, they're all having to run in on that edge, and the play zone closing already means that there's going to be forced into this river area because it's such a prominent part. The river is essentially a dead spot between the two land masses. So that eastern side is going to be really difficult to navigate.
So now everybody's starting to work their way over. You still have about 4 or 5 teams that are outside the circle. Wouldn't be surprised if you see some of these teams that did make it to that circle earlier from that eastern side be able to try to see if they can lurk around the edge, try to get themselves a couple extra kills. You can see some stuff happening there. It looks like NeoticaCH is going to be able to pick himself up and down. And that shot's going to have the first rotation by burnaffro.
They can hear the shots. Nade comes out. Just chucking blind grenades here, seeing if he can grab anything. Nothing landing true. He's got the high side on this. They're probably at the rock is what he thinks as well. A lot of grenades in the inventory.
Did unfortunately just use his last one, so he's still going to have a little bit. And just like that, always feels good to get a blind grenade.
Yeah, the blind grenade. You got both of them, actually. That was one team down without actually even seeing them, just throwing grenades randomly into the distance, and does land 2 kills there, so nice pick up for them. But this eastern side is going to be hot, so they're just chasing gunshots at this stage, just using that audio information to try and track down players.
All of these teams, though, I will say, are being very concise with their communication. It definitely attributes to the competitive aspect of the match itself, but usually you're used to seeing, the little casual conversation, everybody hanging out, but in this instance, it looks like everybody's coming to play.
Look at this tiny play zone. There's so much water involved here that there's going to be nowhere really to go. There's only a couple of compounds left around that ruins area. The eastern side is going to get so crazy as they try and move into the next play zone, and that map, that play zone is going to force them very quickly, only 29 seconds before they have to move again.
And we still have a couple people outside of the play zone. You've got Larm, Team 21, all the way up north. But over there by Camp Alpha still hasn't decided to come just yet. Looks like they're walking in circles, or trying to figure out why it hurts so much in this blue zone.
I mean, at this stage, they're probably just chasing it. They haven't had a chance to get into the zone just yet. And that's where playing the blue can get you into trouble, because now it's going to start to really chunk your health off, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The death circle definitely not feeling good by anymore. We are following 00231 as well as What9 again. They are luckily near this circle, so they've done a really good job at their rotations, rotating early to try to get position to get some of this. And now it looks like they're going to be chasing some gunshots.
There's some along the coastline. They're going to try and clean up. They just spot that movement. They're in the open, too. This is going to be a huge trap for them. That QBU ringing out, starting to land those shots. Doesn't get the initial down, but will steal the kill. And that's actually a 3-way fight there, looks like.
Yeah, and What9 was able to take down SonyCast as well, so that's continuous kills being picked up for their team. 2-3-1 and What9 already coming out on top here pretty early. 26 left alive as well. And despite the fact that they have the QBU, the silencer also makes things a little bit easier for you.
It's really quiet. That's what I noticed, actually, is how quiet the gun is, and it can be very difficult to track it. Suppressors are such a powerful attachment for that reason alone. And it looks like these guys are going to be just kind of riding the blue in. A good strategy in the late game when you're not sure who's behind you. I think these guys are a little bit further behind as far as the delay is concerned, but everyone just making that mad dash.
Yeah, circle is still moving in, and so players are going to have to get themselves in the circle pretty quickly. You still have 25. That's 15 teams left alive, mind you. So everybody trying to keep themselves up some cautious times as we start to get themselves into the circle. I'm still bewildered with the keyboard mouse overlay that he has on this. It is very enjoyable to see.
Yeah, Shift and W is definitely a prominent key.
Always W. always shift.
What I'm trying to figure out is the mouse overlay. Like it kind of tells you which way he's pointing. It's an interesting choice, but one thing I really like about some of the new Twitch extensions is the eye tracker. You can watch people looking on the screen real time. It's really sweet. Looks like they spotted some more enemies there. Oh yeah, there we are. Oh, blap.
Nice little knockout there on the Haim. He's gonna be able to try to get his teammate. Oh, almost goes down. He's about 10% HP left. He's gonna have to use that
back it off.
med kit just to get himself back up. So.
Oh
no.
They're getting flanked.
Yeah, Huahead's gonna end up talking him down. Luckily, he's got himself a rock to hide behind.
Where's the smoke grenade? Smoke grenade. Protect your teammate.
It's in your inventory. So they're gonna go for the risky revive here.
They must have a good idea as to where those shots are coming from because the res is gonna go off here.
Thankfully, he has the med kit as well.
Yes, I don't think he was able to finish it the last time. Oh, I wonder if this is the guys that see them.
It does look like they were trying to rock across.
They're kind of looking. They're in the same area.
Yeah. Still got some shots coming off. Bong's gonna end up being down to Namyang. 24.
He's trading up meds. Gonna max their boost and ride this in. Oh, they found someone to do that here. All right.
That was a knee-jerk reaction fire if I ever saw one, as he's going to have to end up trying to bob and weave to get himself in. But remember, that little piece isn't under there. Great little crouch pick up there to pick up the kills. And just like that, Afro and Dopper getting themselves more kills for the team.
Really like the reaction time there. The one thing that sucks about trying to start a fight at the edge of the blue is now you're kind of behind the 8-ball, trying to get the meds, get the boost back going so you can get it at full health. At this stage, the blue is just really going to do a ton of damage to you. And that, again, eastern side of the play zone is just rife with players. Almost split down the middle, no one in the center, nowhere really to move. Monika's stuck in the blue currently, however. It's going to be tough for her.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be... it's going to be a dead body on a bridge, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's nowhere in as well. And the circle is going to, again, moving so quickly, it's going to shift once again, and it's going right towards that cluster of players. So now it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, you've got 10 teams still left alive. That's 17 members total. And now is where we're starting to see these prone crawls into the circle. As you can see, Team 2 here is sitting on this northern side.
Time to get snaky.
Yep.
He's just playing for placement at this stage. He's concerned that he's going to run out towards the blue. I think he's just going to check behind him, see if there's anyone there lurking on the edge to try and clean him up. So if he runs early, he could potentially get flanked from behind. So he's just going to clear out the edge of the play zone. This is smart play for all you ladder players out there. And there's the reason. Blam gets one. I think there's another one behind the rock as well, maybe a little bit further ahead.
Yeah, he sees him.
There we go. Nice. That's why you check.
Yep. And not only that, but his teammate's down. So in this instance, you're doing what we like to call playing for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of instances, so you don't have to worry about those cross flanks. It's literally keep yourself safe and try to pick up people if you can. And he's going to have a nice little turnaround. That's going to be 6 kills for 00231 with 14 left alive.
Liking the intensity here. Really just taking all fights at all times. We've seen this since the very beginning. He actually got the first kill of the game as well.
Confidence.
Feels good. Got 6 kills. 13 alive. Nine teams with 13 alive, mind you. Oh, baby.
Wow. He heard,
around.
He turned, and he had it right there. Ashley going to end up going down. That's going to be 7 kills now. And with him being by himself, every single one of these kills is pivotal for his team to build up that lead as much as possible. Trying to figure out where it's at. Not going to work. Aim's going to end up taking him down. 10 members left alive.
Porto going. Oh, actually, he's down. So for Sharp and Seunghwa, they trying to just figure out if they're in the smoke or not. Yeah, this is a pretty. This is a horrible spot because there's just so much open space. Only the little bits of the ruins are left for cover. 7 left though. We're getting very close to the end of this first game.
4 of those are teams.
Yeah, no doubt.
4 teams left alive, so you're still going to have a couple duos. You've got what? 1, 2, 3 duos. Yeah. 2 duos and 3 solos that are still up there available now. So they're going to swap there to the 2-bite. Trying to see if he can help.
애답 있어요. 조심. 350.
That aim point still makes no sense to me.
능선이 사운드 나는데. 능선이 어떻게?
No, not your cup of tea.
I'm pretty sure I know where the bullets are going, but for the most part, the one thing I like using with that scope is just spray down at medium range. The 3x spray is pretty helpful.
Okay.
Because when you're spraying, who cares where the
Agreed.
is.
But circle is coming in. They're going to have to be forced to move now, and just like that,
no cover.
ruins are gone. So now it's going to have to be who has the better shot and the quicker reaction time with 6 members left alive.
There's a little ridge they can use here.
아 낀다 줄.
You can see the smoke being top up over this, this little structure as well.
310
Calling out to his teammate where those teams are moving. And there's that 3x spray I was just talking about. Really nice reaction time there. There's that beautiful aim coming out. And that's actually our heroes from earlier. I think that's the it's the Thai team. Trying to get a res on here. They just got downed. So now it's time to get into crunch here because it's only one more circle dead center. A couple of snakes on the edges, but there's a team fight here ready to break out.
Yeah, and what this does for well for both of these teams, while you are no, he's going to come right around the smoke and surprise. That's going to be a spray, but Afro will end up picking up that kill. Doppler was able to take down Lesser as well, so Doppler, while he is end up down, unfortunately, he will be able to get res by his team. 4 members left alive. Sharp and Seunghwa are available, so it's going to be 2v2 now.
It's a 2v1v1 at this stage.
280 라스트, 280
One
라스트.
kill's finished. I think they might have stolen
Sharp
it.
just took down Doppler.
Yeah, I think at this stage now it
둘인
looks
것
like
같아요.
Sharp and Seunghwa have this
저
game
나무 먹을게요.
almost in the bag. It's a 2v1 situation. Not sure where the snake is.
저
But neither are they, so
천천히
we'll see
할게요.
what happens.
아, 아니다. 그냥
Interested
안
to
먹을게요.
know the POV of the last remaining
The
player.
snake looks like he's on the northern side of this, is what it's looking
어디
like.
왼쪽
from-
오른쪽.
Oh,
나이스.
Oh, no.
He found him.
예. 아 좋아 좋아.
That's excitement. You won game number 1.
제제.
There we go. A
Oh,
little bit of excitement on his end as well.
Sharp and Seunghwa being able to get themselves the first kill of the game for Interview. That's your team name.
There we are. Congratulations to them. Played it very well through the end game there. Like the use of the cover, use of the circle. Really, the style, the aggressive behavior that we kind of talked about in the beginning of the show is kind of ringing true there. No one was avoiding fights there. 00231 was just shooting anyone that moved.
Yeah, and as we can see, that number 1 team ended up acquiring themselves, I believe, 6 kills. So not only are they going to get 200 points at the very beginning, but they're also going to secure themselves, 4 times 12, so 48.
Yeah.
So an extra 48 points. So they have them a little bit of an insurance if they end up falling down the road a little bit longer.
And really, it's about averages, just trying to get that good placement, that good amount of kills every single game. But that first game was action-packed. A lot of I love Sanhok for that exact reason. There's always something going on.
It was indeed. But Broadcaster Royale is, if you haven't noticed, presented here by Twitch Prime. And in the spirit of Twitch Prime and all things that are fantastic, we've got the Spa Day crates that are included with Prime this month. And there's some pretty ones, aren't they, Moses?
I like the neck pillow. That's my favorite. The Twitch neck pillow. Just looks comfortable. I got to get a real one of those.
It does indeed. So make sure, if you don't already have Twitch Prime, you get that connected to your PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds account. Get that Spa Day crate. When we come back, it's going to be map number 2.
Oh my God! They're just trying to go for position. Nice shots coming up from the...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Twitch broadcaster Royale. Jorby Please here, coming along with Moses, replacing Jump, and I gotta tell you, I'm glad we got him off of here with his overalls and everything.
Yeah, the bow tie was making me uncomfortable.
Little, you know, that's just kind of what Jump does. It's great. But that last game in Sandhawk was fantastic, and I think you had alluded to it at the beginning of the game, last game, but Sandhawk is so fun. There's action all the time.
I mean, from the very beginning, we saw, and there's the Korean Darth Vader.
I love it.
I like all the flanks, all the interior fights, all the way around. The way I like playing this map is the way that we see a lot of these guys playing, which is on the edge of the circle, taking those long range, just trying to find those sight lines. Some blind grenades landing here and there as well. Really love the pace of the map, and you can kind of see that as the game progresses, it kind of forces you into these really drastic firefights, and the circle constantly pressuring you just makes for such a fun environment.
Yeah, constantly moving and a lot of fun. And see a couple of engagements here that we saw in the last game, and just waiting around the corner. See ya later, and then that rush right there. And hey, we won! Woohoo! Fun stuff.
The reaction at the end was great too. I really like the excitement that comes along with any win. I mean, everyone remembers their first. Well, I mean, unless you've never won a game, in which case I feel for you. But oh, really?
I absolutely have. I just, you know, I'm going with the
okay, tell me about it.
Well, it was a while ago. I think I was actually I can actually tell you. I was flashbanged and I killed the guy. I killed the guy while I was flashbanged. Didn't even know I won the game until because the flashbang went away, and then it said I won.
Oh, there you go.
So
that's,
perfect.
I mean, that's a good surprise, I suppose, when you're completely blinded. But I mean, everyone remembers their first win or a memorable experience in the game. That's what PUBG is so good for. I mean, all the way through beta and early access, there's always something crazy happening. So the one thing that I just love about it is that it doesn't matter how long you play, that feeling of winning is what you're always after. And I mean, you can see it there. Even these veteran players still getting excited. Yeah,
absolutely. One of the other things I really love just about that last game was just the constant movement. Players are constantly on the move, where versus Erangel and Miramar, where you're kind of you can kind of stay in one area, especially if the circle plays in your favor. You got to stick in a compound and just wait to see how everything else moves around. Where Sandhawk, it's just constant movement.
And that's the pace of the map is what makes it so fun. We've been playing Erangel for a year and some now, so it's a little bit more of I guess a slower pace because of the extra space you have. Rotations are easier, moving around the map's a little easier. Sandhawk, there's no vehicles in play after the second or third circle, at least in my preferred play style, because you want to stay on foot because there's so many players around, you don't want to get caught in a vehicle. It's an easy way to die. Whereas on Miramar and Erangel, vehicles are an absolute necessity.
Look, after that last game,
I thought you were going to confess something. Look, I killed the guy.
Moses. I never actually had a chicken dinner. No, I'm sorry.
I could tell.
No.
You know what? The confidence.
You caught me.
You sat here and lied. You lied to everybody about dying to winning in a flashbang state.
How else will I convince people that I know what I'm talking about if I don't convince them that I at least won one game of PUBG?
Winning's hard.
Winning is very hard. There's 100 people on that battlefield.
You know what? Tell you, there's some resources out there. There
are resources.
There's some pamphlets I can get you.
You make some pretty good resources.
I wasn't gonna wait for you to drop.
I'll plug you.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Because no one likes the self promotion. But don't worry, I'll promote you.
I'll promote myself right now. You can go watch my YouTube channel right now. Go watch all the videos. Click on all of them.
He does good stuff. It's great.
Yeah. No, I mean it's for any new player and for those of you who play passively or have a different play style that isn't always aggressive. Erangel and Miramar present easier opportunities to win because you can kind of play that passive style. Sandhawk, you're fighting. There's no way around it. So if you're a new player and you're trying to get better at gunfighting, play a lot of the jungle map. If you're a new player and you're trying to play that solid snake style where you're sneaking into the end game, trying to avoid engagements, that's fine. It's Battle Royale. You can play however you like. That's the one thing that I think draws so many people to PUBG.
Just play you, baby.
Is do whatever you like.
Yeah.
You can drive around with your wheel shot off and speak to people in Russian if you like. I mean, that's
that is my favorite pastime. out of these Asian teams, obviously we've only seen one map so far, and we're going to see all three maps today for the Asian PAC region. What team did any team stick out to you? Obviously, 4Interview won this game, and we got a chance to see a couple of different perspectives. But anyone stick out to you?
No. Not
No.
really. I mean,
No.
I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of these guys I'm unfamiliar with as far as the teams are concerned. But the one thing that I do like is that when it comes to at least the Korean and the Thai players, they always seem to be playing in a tactical fashion. They're playing as a team. Korea is known for their skill as far as just the pure mechanics are concerned.
Yeah.
But underrated in the tactical aspect as well. The one thing that I really like to watch them do is just kind of talk to each other, figure out different ways to flank. And when it does time to get into a gunfight, they will destroy you.
Goodbye.
That's it.
Don't get peaked. Essentially.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and there's can be an advantage to that peak as well if you decide to start the engagement first. Being aggressive in this game, in my opinion, is the best way to get better.
Yeah.
Because really, if you're playing passively and then all of a sudden it's a 1v1, you got to win a gunfight, and you don't take any fights, then you're not going to win.
That was my the first piece of advice that was ever given back when PUBG first came out. It was in beta. It was just drop school. Drop school on Erangel all day.
That used to be good advice, but that's
like I said, that was the first piece.
I just jump into a meat
your
grinder.
death.
Just jump into a meat grinder every time.
Goodbye. We're getting the players into the lobby, getting ready for you guys, getting started. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at some of the leaderboards here. We're going to take a look at the kills leaderboard. And as you can see here, kills are worth 4 points in this Twitch broadcast of Royale. And there we go, Team Onawa with 11 kills in that game. That gives you a lot of points, 44 in fact.
Actually, a surprising amount of... Oh, that was 2-3-1. That was the guy that we were watching most of the time.
Yeah.
He had 7 kills individually.
And that is very super impressive. Those points will be important. There is a 5-point difference from second place down the whole way to 40th in those points placement. So every single kill you get matters. And obviously, when we talk about the points, we look at the overall points. What gets you farther on? Look, all I'm saying is that these kills are great, but if you're down here on the lower end,
well,
look,
one of these guys got shot in the back immediately.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, at the very beginning. Goodbye.
Put those back on.
I'm not putting those back on.
Come on.
Wait. All right, look.
There we go.
Perfect.
Dude, that's amazing. It's
like that?
Superman Clark Kent. I like that. Other than the lights reflecting, that's the only issue.
I don't think did Clark Kent ever wear black?
No, I think he was more of a blue guy.
Yeah, he was definitely a blue guy.
Yeah, mostly blue.
For sure.
If you go out first, you don't have to wear them. I was just bullying you.
No, I have to wear them now.
Oh, is that like you absolutely have to wear them?
You just called me out on stream, on broadcast.
The secret glasses are no longer a secret.
Yeah,
I'm here to
They all know who
wear.
I am now. I'm Jobberby. Whatever it was on the announcement.
Okay, we'll try to keep the improv to a minimum.
Absolutely. But the point standings, here we go. AAA in first place with 230 points. For Interview actually getting that second spot shows you why kills matter.
Yeah, they didn't win that game based on kills alone. So it's the one thing that I do like about both of these teams, and we did see a lot of them through the game, is how aggressive they were playing. Seunghwa and Sharp actually coming in second because Doppler and burnaffro were constantly taking fights. And 2-3-1, I mean, I don't know where they went out. I'm not sure if it was actually third, but with their kill points, you can see how much of a difference it makes.
And maybe that's a strategy you should take going into this. You have 5 maps to play on. 3 of them are Sandhawk. Play aggressively on those maps. Maybe play for the win on both Miramar and Erangel going into it. Maybe that'll work for you.
The overall experience on Erangel for the player base is much higher.
It's true.
You know what? It's I think that's where we'll start to see the divergence in play styles between who decides to play aggressive, who decides to play passive.
Yeah.
Erangel and Miramar are 2 maps that really kind of foster that style of play. So we have to recognize something, the fact that there's money on the line.
Yeah.
So not everyone's just going to be trying to frag as hard as they can. They do want to get to those live finals, and you're going to get that through placement and kills.
Still want to get them. Still want to get the kills.
Yeah, it's
still
exciting.
Frag.
You don't want to just sit in the house all day.
Well, hey, we got game number 2 ready to go.
Let's do
and
it.
We are going to Erangel, the tried and true map. For everybody.
The competitive favorite, if you will.
The one that everyone wants to play on, don't want to play on anything else. Just Erangel. And please, if you're at home, you're watching, you have a Twitter account, there's this little
Tweet me,
hashtag,
bro.
Broadcaster Royale. Tell us who you think is going to win the game. Hashtag Broadcaster Royale. If you don't know how to spell it, it's right there.
At WTF Moses and at...
Jorby, please.
There you go.
Easy.
Please.
Let's go.
Clips, whatever. I mean, the one thing that I love about Erangel is the fact that because people are so comfortable on the map, that you can see some crazy plays. There's a couple of different spots around the map that you can make these sweet jumps.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite?
I would describe it to you, but it would be so niche, no one would know what I was talking about. If I see it, I'll tell you about it. But the bridges and the choke points, we're looking at the chopsticks area right now. For those of you who don't know the pro callouts, this is actually Pachinki. That's a complete lie. This is the trench around Pachinki.
I believed you 100% too.
Well,
I'm like
there's
watching
a
the
couple
flies.
of
I'm like,
trenches.
yeah, exactly.
By Gatka,
No.
you can see the chopsticks there. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah. Okay.
They look like chopsticks. That's why we.
It
very
makes sense.
simple. There you go.
Usually callouts in FPS games are pretty straightforward. But we are going to get this game started. As we can see, the playing path
that sucks.
is on the lower half, so probably going to see a lot of action, maybe towards the military island and maybe out towards Bilta.
Well, we'll probably see some long dropping happening as well. This drastic plane path along the bottom of that map. It's actually starting low and going lower towards the eastern side of the map. So
Yeah.
it's.
I swear I've queued into about 10 games in a row where this is the only plane path I get, and I just want to leave every time I see it. It's not fun.
It doesn't leave a lot of options. This for me is a Gatka spawn. I like to drop Gatka a lot. I'm referred to as the mayor of Gatka on my stream, but as far as the choices are concerned, there's some really dense looting areas that are going to be hard to get to. Georgiapol is within reach, but places like Yasnaya, Severny, if you're a Zarki person,
Don't even think
for
about
whatever
it.
reason,
Don't even think about it.
Can't get there.
Too far away. Well, players are dropping, and most of the plane has already exited, and as you have likely predicted, Moses, a lot of them heading upwards towards the center of the map, and a lot of play towards Gatka and like almost up towards Georgiapol.
So it looks like Novo is going to have a couple of teams going there, but no one went military. No one went military.
No.
Too scared.
It's just
Terrified.
If the circle doesn't go military, you gotta cross the bridges into it. It's no fun.
It's so funny how often this happens, where because everyone's concerned about dying early, and I made this mistake before.
Yeah.
So we played in the very first charity invitational for PUBG, and I was playing with SakamotoTH at the time. And we decided to jump military base on that plane path because we thought no one would go there. Who do you think we ran into first? Just a wild guess. Who's the last person you would want to find?
Shroud.
Yeah. And
right
Chad.
into Shroud.
3 games out of 4.
That's
3
an oof, my
games out of
friend.
4. We ran into Shroud and Chad. It was the worst day of my life.
That is terrible. Well,
wasn't good.
you win some and you lose a lot.
Yeah.
That's essentially the
The last charity
PUBG.
invitational I played in my
never
I'm
again
a broken man.
will I get hit by Shroud. Honestly, getting hit by Shroud once will just make me uninstall PUBG. What's the point of playing anymore? I can't.
Well,
I'm not gonna
he's
queue
a great
again.
player. Great player.
He's pretty good. But we've got playing
new faces
here in the tunnels. New faces.
But
here
maybe
in
one of
APAC.
it.
Are we looking at Monica or are we looking at Newly?
I believe this is Monica.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, it is, yeah, maybe that name in the
That
top left
name
corner.
right there, Monica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reading's hard.
Reading is hard, and the first circle on the eastern
This will give him
half
some.
of Erangel, getting people over there and over there.
That's the eastern.
There's a lot of action.
the eastern-
that's gonna
All of
happen
it.
up in the
Yeah.
kind of mid north mid section.
Those
of the map.
gentlemen that decided they wanted to go to the Georgiapol region have a bit of a longer rotation initially. Looks like they'd landed and grabbed some vehicles and are heading up to Severny. So now I suppose it's going to be about rotating in vehicles away from those northern portions of the map and into the eastern area where we'll be playing most of this game. The military base is involved.
Does he already see someone? Oh, goodbye. Oh, you were not quite at all.
Sucks so bad.
I am sorry. I am sorry, my friend, but
Camping in the tunnels.
didn't even think he was there. It's just easy pickings.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you get into these games where you're trying your best to make decisions where you think that no one else is going to be, what are the chances there's just some guy holding an angle in the tunnels? Well, that's
there he is.
There he is.
Every time. Well, still a little bit of the just looting around trying to find the best combination on this map specifically. And I don't know if it changes for you between Erangel and Miramar, but what's your preferred loadout
My preferred loadout on this map?
on this map?
I think that the one thing that I like about Erangel, and really the way the weapon balancing patch has kind of affected the game, is that you can really get away with any loadout. The one thing that you want to decide when you're picking your weapons is, can you engage at any distance reasonably? So he's got the Scar out, for instance. good pairing would be an SLR, a DMR, a bolt-action rifle. It doesn't matter because the ARs give you so much flexibility in medium range.
Yeah.
What you don't want to do is pair your SMG with a bolt-action rifle. I mean, you can. UMP Car 98's okay, but the DMRs are so good now that you get that flexibility, and it's really handy to have that. So my preferred loadout in any map is probably, I would say, the M4 or the QBZ and the Mini.
Okay, all right, yeah. I'm a Mini fan myself, so
it's just so good.
Whenever I find that,
velocity.
I pick that up. Absolutely.
SKS is good too.
Just looking around here, I'm not sure if he's gonna find much of what he's looking for over here. But up in the upper half of the map, that
ooh, flare gun already. I heard it.
You found a flare gun?
Yeah, they launched it at the bridge. Those psychopaths.
Let's get it going. Let's give it some action.
So for those of you who don't know or have never experienced the flare gun, we talked about it last game. Is that it shoots a flare up into the sky that automatically spawns a plane that drops a double crate. It has 2 sets of armor, 2 crate weapons, and can outfit you very quickly. It looks like they did launch it around the bridge area. We don't know if we have the POV just yet, but for these guys, they're looking at this vehicle wondering, oh yeah, they spotted them. They're at the government buildings in Yasnaya, just to the east. Yeah, there you go. Nice,
He's just
nice
waiting.
He's marking for his teammate. Yeah.
He wants it. He wants it. Come on. Peek. I dare him to peek.
Yeah, they're waiting for it.
This is where patience is.
Ooh, let's go. Now's the time.
You got him once? No. Yeah.
This is a down. Yeah, nice.
Easy kills.
Okay.
Nice patience. Waited for him to do the vault across the wall. Now he's just easily able to be killed. But he's waiting for his teammate to try and get in a position to try and help him. You can see here he sent him all the way up. Calling third floor. Oh, baby!
Oh.
I think he tagged him in the head there.
Oh, he's not going to peek out of that window again. Moving around and switching perspectives a little bit.
Oh, look who it is!
Waiting.
Oh,
come on.
Campy Camperson here.
Look, we have sayings for campers in gaming. We don't like campers.
I mean, this just doesn't.
Goodbye.
That's the second time. Oh, it's Monica.
You know what?
The tunnel snakes.
Monica also got that tunnel kill, so
exactly.
kind of karma.
Yeah,
karma is what that is.
A little bit. That's the second time that I've disparaged that guy for camping, and he immediately gets a kill. So, I guess our observers are paying attention.
Observers on point, and actually, 61 people left this early. I'm actually surprised. Usually, you see about 10 more, maybe, especially with how spread out everybody got. But there's been some good early action. And
can't avoid it all the time. His teammate is down below him. Oh, these are the guys in the government building. Oh, baby!
Wow, what a pop!
He's gonna finish it off. He didn't go to help his teammate. He was too worried. He's gonna lose his teammate.
Look,
there he goes.
You got to stay alive. You got to think about you first. You stay alive. You get the kill, and
yeah, but at what cost? The cost of friendship.
4 points.
now his partner's out. Freddy's all by himself. He's got bandages. He's got one more guy to contend with. There's another flare going off, but we can see the flare on his screen. Look how sad he is. My teammate is dead.
He does not want.
Oh, he's dead.
He does not want to engage on that. Yeah, he's.
That's the face of a man of regret right there.
I feel it too, man. It's okay, and he's just like the head kind of slightly tilted, just waiting for it to happen.
Yeah, you know what? This is where you start giving bad advice to your teammate. Like, yeah, just push him. He's right there. Just run into the open. He'll be fine.
Up in the map, we still have a lot of couple of squads up near Severny, and really it's going to cause what I like the phrase that you use, Moses. You call it map pressure.
Yeah, map pressure.
Causing map pressure up in the northwestern side of the circle. Excuse me. We're going to see a lot of that as the circle continues to mosey its way onto the island.
Yeah, it's the first shift. Not a lot of necessity to drive just yet, but you can see people in vehicles already rotating away from the west side of the map. Looks like Pochinki's going to be a bit of a hotbed, but really most teams have found their way into the play zone and found themselves a compound. I've heard 2 flare guns go off. I haven't actually seen anyone grab them yet. Looks like Team 16 is close to one of them on the bridge. I'm not sure if they maybe set a trap, like they shot a flare gun at the bridge and are waiting for people to filter across.
They just wanted people to come, come try.
High-level gameplay.
Like the bridge fight. I want to see this. I want to see Twitch broadcaster Royale bridge play, bridge fighting, and they're trying to make it happen, and it's not going to happen.
It looks like a professional.
5탄 필요해 5탄.
Got the green screen. Looking
5탄
good.
조금 있으면
Looking good.
괜찮은데
This
잠시만요.
person that I
지금 5탄보다는
can't pronounce.
시야 한번 따고.
Person that you can't.
네.
Hey, I.
Those jerseys
perfect
look like the
placement.
Nova jerseys.
You know when he like tilts his head back
어디
and forth to the side,
오른쪽으로
doesn't cut
가면
off? That's
일단은
when you know he has great green screen placement.
Yeah. I like the positioning here. They're dead center. They have no need to move whatsoever. I think there's got to be someone close by. There's a reason we're watching these guys, so I'm wondering if they're looking for someone around them. What team is
네.
it? 16?
Yes.
저 여기 그 팔각정 잊지 마시고
looks
나와가지고
like it.
살짝 봐주세요.
I
오른쪽에
believe
Yeah.
it's team 16, which
Yeah.
is
푸시 들어오면 어차피 내려오면 되거든요. 엄청 뚜까맣지 않은 이상.
NN.
내려오세요.
It's
내려와서 위 시야랑
Luis
오른쪽 시야만 봐주세요. 왼쪽 시야도
and
같이. 딱.
leserxdd.
죽을 일은 별로 없어요. 계속 움직이시면.
leserxdd. I think I understand.
Look at the pile of players in the center already, this early in the game.
위에.
We see
They
because
kinda were-
it's
they
actually
kinda
so
were spread out a little bit.
it's really interesting
Reload.
how much of the professional play
sorry.
translates to even this like these what equates to a
그거
non-professional
그거
tournament.
거예요.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of the behaviors are the same. They can hear the
보이는
vehicle
그거요.
approaching. Here we go. Oh, baby.
One more.
거기.
Yeah. Finish him off. Super DD getting those kills. Nice play.
He's just gonna get away from there.
No, doesn't want any
기절당하고
of that.
마무리. 나이스.
6배율.
Good play, just driving.
네,
I love
내려오시고.
Just escape.
I love when you're
네.
driving and all of a
화면하시고.
sudden there's just people on the side of the road and
네.
goodbye.
It's actually Team 31 we're looking at. So for Team
다른 거
31,
다
they
떨궈
are
드릴게요.
in the dead center of the map as well. They're on this little ridge, trying to hold on to that guy, but join back with them a little bit later.
And 57 people left in the
Look at these
last
guys in
check
the
about
blue.
that.
Look, they're still
제일
in
처음에 형이랑
Zarky.
이름표가
Why not?
겹- 네,
Why
디시하는
not?
사람 있잖아.
You ain't taking any damage. It's
제일 처음에
it's
형이랑
fine.
이름표가 겹친
Well,
거야.
it depends on how your loot is. I mean, you're going to be taking a lot of tick damage, and then you're going to have to wind up like they haven't even started their rotation yet, so the circle's going to change by the time they get anywhere near to leaving. If they do have a
have
vehicle
to feel
there,
pretty
they have a
confident if
boat.
they haven't
I'm
left
pretty
yet.
sure that guy's in a boat.
공일.
Yeah.
Bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off.
Maybe. You got to go a long way
That's
to
a
get
long
to the circle
way.
from
Yeah,
there.
no doubt.
Have fun with that. Yeah, still slowly moving our way to the center. We're actually going to have a ton of action as players are still moving closer together in the center of the circle.
Yeah,
and
it's just a
we've
matter of
yet to get
grabbing
that
those
second circle.
compounds. They're just playing the odds. I mean, it's not a bad strategy, but it does make for a bit of a boring mid-game. When you grab that center compound, you're not going to have to rotate nearly as much. But at the same time, you're not going to have a lot of flexibility of movement or anything else, or vision in cases as well.
괜히 저기 갔다가 존버하는 사람 아까처럼 변태처럼
This team in
만나면
transition.
답이 없어.
All maps on Sandhawk, all action all the time.
It is quite a contrast from the last one where it was
Yeah.
just every time we pan to somebody, they're shooting. They're shooting at somebody.
해야 될까 근데 그러면.
Gonna try and grab these yellow cabins.
줄어든다. 바뀐다.
Oh, spot anybody? A little concern there.
Didn't see him. Is
뭐야?
there anybody
got it
there
marked
is the
up,
real
yeah.
형 라이브
question.
사운드.
And
Oh, here we
feels
go.
pretty confident. Approaching here, he doesn't
Oh,
even know.
no.
Didn't see him coming.
Oh,
Good
no.
fight. Almost,
하나
almost
하나
pulled.
들어간다.
Almost got a.
That was
Around.
concerning right there.
Yeah.
That's two teammates being separated. He's gonna try to
Still
get some
driving.
shots onto the US. Spam away.
That was.
He almost lost that somehow. He was 2 shots away from losing that fight.
I don't
아니야
understand.
푸시하지 마
But
푸시하지 마 무리할 필요 없어.
for his teammate, I
천천히
wish
해.
we could have. I wish I could have seen from his perspective. Like, was he still in the UAZ when his teammate was
뭐지,
getting
이렇게
lit up?
냄새가
'Cause
늦게 박히지,
He was
너?
right next to that tree. Perfect opportunity to at least get a pot shot on the guy that was shooting at your teammate. But
Nothing to be done.
nothing to be done.
I'm looking for the Vector guy. Where's the Vector guy
어
at?
나이스 이 사람 템 많다.
There's got to be at least one in this game.
One vector.
Well, the Vector guy takes many forms, but there's one.
And what's one form?
Well, all the forms have a vector.
Okay.
And, I mean,
And the vectors have forms.
well, the Vector guy is categorized typically by being prone most of the game. Does not like to move around a lot. The silencer is the attachment of choice.
Of course.
And then when the time does come, if they don't nuke you immediately, they'll spray and miss all their shots and then try and switch to a weapon before grenading themselves.
Or they had it on burst mode. And it's just, feels bad. Feels bad.
The Vector guy's got a certain mentality.
Oh, goodbye.
That sucks.
How many vehicle kills are we going to see in this game? Everyone's just driving up to their deaths.
That's what happens when you wait to rotate.
This is, and it's all, you highlight it again and again, just compound play and controlling compounds, having as much LOS as possible. And obviously, you're making a ton of noise. And
He's got to scratch
look,
his face, but he's really worried about it. You see how he like? He was
what are you
like,
worried about?
"Is it okay? Should I?"
I wasn't even. I was like looking away from the camera, and then I looked back.
I was like watching you get more and more uncomfortable
oh
as
man, I
time was
killed
going.
that guy. I can't believe it. What
I
happened?
really got to scratch my face, but I don't want it. Like that is very pro gaming right there. So concerned. All right, so now it's time. Since the circle is closing once again, we do have one team still making their way in from Zarky in a vehicle, but this is going to be a situation now where we've shifted off the military island. Everyone's headed to the mainland, and our friend here is going to pick up another kill, instant kill in that case.
Goodbye, Team 18.
But now it's going to get crazy around that Milta region.
Yeah, Team 18 actually just eliminated. That's Team Daddy.
Smart plays. Chat, learn a lesson. Smoke those bodies. If you're going to go out and loot, he needs the loot. He doesn't have a lot of ammo, not a lot of meds. He needs to get this. Throw a smoke grenade on the crate. Don't leave yourself exposed. Good play.
Now, just probably still going to see things stagnate here as the circle is literally just closing in the center of where everybody's trying to control the different points in the middle of the circle there.
Well, the Milta area is like very diverse where you can hold on to compounds.
Yeah. Just pick some things up. Yeah.
He's got a soft voice.
I-
Sing to me.
I could listen to that voice, even though I don't understand what he's saying. I could just listen to that. Watch that
Let's
stream.
go out and murder
간단하고
everyone.
챙겨 좀 이쁘게.
Bring me their skulls.
Hey. Oh no, I killed that guy. Is that okay?
Death upon all.
I win PUBG.
I am death.
Chicken
아마
dinner.
타고 이동하지 않을까 싶은데 좀 다.
We're all just playing for.
우리 일단 이 투마
that's
이기긴
kind of the
하거든요.
messed up thing about PUBG is you
얘가
drop 100 people on an island just to win one dinner. Not like
Chicken's
chicken
rare out
not
here,
chicken,
man.
not chicken for life.
No, you just,
Just one meal.
gotta get back out there. It's motivation.
Just one meal.
뺏기고 있습니다 지금 그거.
It's a microcosm of life.
4배.
It's never over.
It's never over.
never
I have to
over.
drop back to get more
Yeah,
chicken.
You get one chicken
There's
dinner. Next thing you know, it's like, well, where's the next one coming
There's
from?
never enough chicken.
You're living dinner to dinner out here on Aaron Gill.
You can't
Oh, wow,
stockpile
wow,
chicken
saucy.
because of how rare it is.
Get out there. And disposable, for that matter. Can't. Chicken doesn't
딜라인
eat.
체크하고 올게.
So the yellow cabins are an interesting hold. I don't know how long they want to stay here. Looks like not too much longer. They're going to grab the motorcycle, take off. Or park it inside.
Why not? I love that.
It's like
You know,
Sam's hot
that's
car
where I
out
park
here.
my motorcycle.
아니,
I
뚝배기로
drive
보고
right into my
있어야지.
living room. He doesn't have much.
내가
He doesn't have
Hey,
much
here
for
he is, 2-3-1, the hero from last game. Oh, a VSS
손하고
guy.
뚝배기를
Interesting
먹어야지.
choice. I like it. Good intensity, bringing the
이게
hotness
머리가
with the M4 VSS.
I just love his overlay here.
Stealthy. Yeah, we
it's
talked about
actually
it
the
last
first-
game.
Yeah, well, it's the first time I've seen.
Well,
like,
the
an
mouse one
overlay
doesn't
like
make...
that.
Like, I understand the key presses, but there's only so many keys
아,
you're
이제
going to...
익숙해지고 또 산업 같은 경우는
like
맵이
I just want to
WASD.
see
애매한
how.
부분은 하이마트에.
What's your dash dance? You know,
Oh,
in
yeah,
PUBG.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. What's that game?
you-
Osu or Gosu?
Oh yeah, the Osu game
Yeah.
where you like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to draw.
Yeah.
That looks like would break my brain. I'm
Here
way
is
too
some
dumb for
topic.
that
And
game.
really good for that overlay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like that, maybe that makes more sense. Maybe he does more than just PUBG, but the mouse overlay, I don't fully understand either. But either way, it's all about interactivity on the old Twitch.
Coming up on the next circle here, things are about to get tight, and maybe force some players to move as.
Well, this is the issue. Is now there's 52 alive, 29 teams still remaining, and now they're all in the center area, and they're all going to battle. Like now, the circle dictates where the action's going to be.
Right.
And that's where if you, again, no criticism, if you have been camping all game, you have no flexibility. You have no idea where anybody is. You know, there's people. Oh,
Wow. Well,
We
look,
all
if
have-
you wanted a
we all
circle,
have the same reaction. Even they were like, "Oh,
God, yeah.
that sucks."
we feel you
Oh,
over
진짜
here.
나
Did they
Trust
get
me.
the circle? Oh, they got the circle too. Those lucky guys.
이거
They're
박을
just
수
by
있어.
they're by the prison ridge,
아니,
which is a
여기
nice
안
spot to
보여요.
hold.
여기
Good,
그냥
good
우리
ridge there to
홀드하고
hang on to.
애들 여기
At the
자리
Wizard
먹을
Tower
거거든.
here.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to probably try and get out onto the rocks if I were these guys.
That's the only thing I don't
애들
like about
저런 데
this
자리
Wizard
먹을
Tower
거거든.
specifically, just because there's so much
여기 건너편에
just
있어,
trees
여기.
in the way of where you really want to be looking,
Right.
and where the players will be coming from. So they're gonna have to
여기 째줄
move
수 있어요?
eventually.
나
But
살짝 올라가.
as far as initial rotation
Ah,
goes,
okay.
you solid.
Yeah, they're gonna take these rocks. You can see already his teammates headed that way. It's a
오토바이.
smart play.
잠깐,
You get a
엠마야.
lot of vision up that way, a lot of flexibility.
아니야 아니야.
But looks like there's
그
guys
페이지에서
crashing
들어가는 거
into the prison.
하나 한 명.
If they're gonna move, they should go now. This Wizard Tower's not a good hold.
차한 대 더 알아. 일단 잠깐.
No.
They got
shoot
teams
him.
crushing
Get
in
up
on them
there.
from everywhere. You gotta shoot that
Get
guy.
him.
You gotta shoot that guy.
There we go.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
Goodbye.
Ripperoonie.
Goodbye.
Cigarettes down.
You had no chance.
That was the guy camping again.
Hey,
한 대 더.
this is a valuable lesson to all you campers out there.
된다.
It doesn't pay off.
Don't.
이거 먹어도
We
돼.
saw him in
빨리
the,
가서
we
먹어요.
saw him in the
빨리 가서
cave
먹어.
earlier, and
못하는
or in
챙겨줘.
the tunnels rather.
We
So
saw camper 1
yeah,
annihilated.
Yeah.
Camper 2, see you later.
tunnel snakes rule.
ถ้าเราโดนยิงตกรถเราจะปิดเกมแล้วไม่แข่งเกมต่อไปแล้วนะ
Oh, this
Bob
is
is
just going to
here.
get hairy. Everyone's going to get caught in transition here. Thus he can get around the ridge. It's going to spell trouble, but he's driving fast. Pedal to the metal in this UAZ. And he makes it. He makes it. What a champ.
โอเคเอาไง
Driving. Oh, see again. This Prison Ridge is going to be a hotbed of activity. We just saw a team there, so these guys are going to run against some resistance. Ooh, stopped a little short there.
ยาอีสปอร์ต
Instant prone. Looks like they probably took some circle or some transition damage.
ตรงเนี้ยนะ
So for the team we were just looking at, I believe it was 2-3-1. If they can grab this Prison Ridge and hold on to it, it would be a great control point because they can see up and down both sides.
อยากดูป้อมเห็ดอะ
But they haven't made a play for it yet.
ป้อมเห็ดเนี่ย
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
open.
they're just marked where that team was.
ว่าง
Yeah.
อะพี่
They marked the Wizard
They
Tower where the
know.
team's hanging out.
They know. They're waiting.
รถมาว่ะ
Because they got to come to that. You got to come to us now. So, quick transition. We'll see if they can
Mini AK, good combo.
ป้อม
they
เปิด
can,
แล้
they
ว
can
อะ
take
ดิ
advantage.
เอาไง
Move
รถอยู่
down.
ทางขวา
This guy,
คัน
what?
หนึ่ง
Hello?
Back forth. Look, I'm trying. The old 3-point K turn.
That's why the Mini's so good.
Goodbye. 1, 2,
Precise.
3. You're dead.
ทำเลยสวย
Love the Mini.
It's such a good gun. Minnie's been through a roller coaster.
Up and down.
A roller
It was
coaster.
great when it came out. They nerfed it for some reason, and then they brought it back.
ป้อมเห็ดข้างล่างไม่
I feel like there's a little bit of bias for some reason.
Oh god, there she is.
Oh, there the death is a very
I'll murder you.
nice
I'll
looking.
pull out your jugular. Oh, she's gonna nade this Wizard Tower, maybe? No, guess not. Looking for the flash plays.
Oh, all right.
Let's
All
see
right. I like it.
what you got.
Oh,
Hey!
I love it. Good nade kills and just one more for good measure.
Give me your soul.
Good night. I
No,
am death.
no finish there. No finish.
Well,
방에다 폭 갈게.
Let's go Nightbot.
come
아,
on.
폭 픽살 난다.
You just gotta push it. This is where you just go. He's picking up his buddy. You gotta go. I wanna see over
They might be in
aggression.
the office. Oh,
Okay, or you do
and
that. That
that's
works
the
too.
ball game. Nice couple of kills
둘다
there.
잡았는데?
둘 다요?
It was a
나이스.
like
중팔
home
잡았다.
run, if you will.
중구 팀이 중팔 잡았다.
Grabbing this Wizard Tower.
여기 위에서 찍어 누르기가 힘들어.
Oh, you can see
여기가
the,
애들이
you can see
사람이
the crane. Oh, there they are. They're
못
still,
있어. 있을 수가 없고 이쪽 라인밖에 못 있어.
still holding on to the Wizard Tower. Really would like to see them push that Prison Ridge, but I guess they want to play it
I
this
think they
way.
might have got scared when they saw the rotation coming
Yeah,
out from
potentially.
the
There's
right
lots of
over the side.
activity here.
Yeah.
먹고 올까?
He just doesn't wanna leave. I feel you, man. I feel you right now. This is where I am.
괜히
If I'm him,
This,
I'm not leaving.
the
I'm not
Wizard
leaving that
Tower
room.
is brutal for vision. You cannot see anything.
여기 위로 올라가.
But they can't
see you.
But there's exactly you're safe. That's what you have to pick. Like I prefer open positions where you can kind of jump around, but and keep flexibility of movement. But the Wizard Tower is good for cover. Like no one can get you. But we just saw May and her partner take out guys in Wizard Tower very easily. Just throw like one grenade. If it lands, you're in trouble. You can't really defend it that well, and it's hard to get out of as well. So, oh baby,
도로 탄다 이거.
I thought he was going to
two
get
rotations
that.
here, both in play.
다시야.
We just went back in time a little
He's
bit.
getting vehicle hits for days. He
baby!
gets the kill.
Got him down. That's going to be a finish there. Nice shots. 2-3-1 is not messing around. This guy knows what's up.
The Wizard Tower has ended up being a godsend for them as far as kills go. They just catching everybody driving past them.
레토 다시 올른다.
And there's still a ton of people left in this game. 44. This circle is getting ever tighter.
That is some sick. That is some sick recoil control.
I love the UFO. Saucer Pan, USA, or in this case, APAC, not
맛있는 거
USA.
많아요.
Dinner plate.
Dinner plate.
먹어도 돼 진짜로.
For that chicken?
내가 갔다 올게 그러면은.
That was some crazy recoil control. Damn.
배율 8배만 있으면 먹어줘요.
They're still
The
gonna
Korean
stay.
mechanics,
Why-
man.
why
You
move
can
from the
never
Wizard Tower?
underestimate.
여기 뭐야 25방이야?
You've no reason now. They're coming to you.
20인가?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're piling up kills here, so I guess my criticisms are wrong in this situation. However, they got the smokes down. Vehicle's already destroyed. There he is, the baby-faced assassin.
Look, if your face itches, don't scratch it. It's all right.
Don't scratch your face, dude.
Full focus.
So intense.
Just the silent whisper is like, which is how I like my heartbeat starts racing at this point in the game.
It's his mom is coaching him off screen.
Oh man, it's look.
Or maybe
don't
it's
move.
his teammate whispering to him.
So playing the edge of the circle here, a bunch of the ridges. Best play. It looks like they want to kind of just veer up the eastern side of the circle. I'm not
Well, they're
sure.
playing the edge style. I mean, it's not a bad choice, but
especially with like, get him! He got him!
Someone got scared there.
I got scared.
Yeah, I was a little bit scared.
I mean, he opened
he's
the
got
door
the
and
ringside
then-
set.
Surprise!
He's got that rare hoodie. I like it. I haven't
know-
checked my game. I hope I got it too.
I haven't switched out my attire since I put on the Waldo shirt. I put on the Waldo shirt.
The what? The Waldo shirt?
The stripes.
Oh,
yeah.
got it. Yeah, I remember.
I haven't
Sorry,
changed it since.
I have what they call good skins.
Then you would be wearing the Waldo shirt.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that thing.
Still
2-3-1, holding on. They got some pressure arriving now on the edge. Oh, he's killed a guy. Got Yuki. Oh, that was a teammate, I imagine, that did his job.
They are racking up.
I think they're pretty close to each other.
This wizard tower has been.
220.
Oh, yeah, above him.
착각 안 나와.
Wait, he can actually see him through that?
지금 바이징인 것 같은데? 210?
I want to see him just pop him in the
I'm
head
ready to watch these
right here.
guys all day. This guy's a machine.
Yeah.
After that dinner plate control from his teammate, these guys are pros.
You're ready. They're pro. All right. Send him on. You got 300K to play for. Moses is ready. Keep going.
Shooter.
안 보여 210.
I'm pretty sure the team that we've been looking at, the guy, the gentleman with the soft voice, is actually just above.
저기 도로 건너편.
오면 먹자. 천천히 해, 천천히. 아까 20도.
이거 다음 자리
I'll kill your
어디로
whole
갈 거야?
family.
다음 자리 좀 지정해줘.
I'll kill everyone you've
Your
ever
wizard
met.
powers mean nothing to me.
확인.
한턴 홀딩.
You'll be erased from
자리
this earth
괜찮아?
forever.
I will get
도로
you.
건너는 거 조심하면 돼.
어차피
저기 뭐냐 애니 방향 도로만 조심하면 돼.
It's better when he does.
어차피
Yeah, I
애들
like his voice
깎아내려올
better.
거랑
I agree.
상관없어 여기 자리.
오케이.
우리 일단
Come on,
여기
get out there.
잡자. 얘 잡아야 돼.
This is where
까다로워.
shoot somebody.
보인다 내려온다
Oh,
내려온다.
there we go.
Nobody's there. There he gets him through the window.
좌측으로.
See, you got no angle. That's an easy kill. You're missing out.
좌측으로 내렸어.
Oh, he knows it. He's ready.
He
Go.
wants it. Ready
Come
for
on,
blood.
run up that hill. Run up that hill.
이쪽으로 내려.
I want to see some more spray control. This guy's getting me going.
Oh,
Oh, baby!
Get another.
Let's go!
He's got him. Good
Oh,
night,
shoot
no.
back! Oh, what a shame.
Oh,
이거
I
밀라인
thought
더
maybe
있어,
he was
밀라인
about
더
to get
있어,
popped with all those
밀라인 보지
misses.
말고 이거 봐야 돼.
The SLR is just a meat grinder. No escape. These guys got the prison ridge. This is what's up. This is a good spot. They got the eastern prison ridge. They got to look out this way. The one thing that sucks about this spot is how many hills are in front of you and up the hill as well. But there's a Grozen play.
This is just gonna fall right on prison.
4집이랑 끝에
They might have to fall down into it,
4집에서 졌어.
like off the ridge. And the circle keeps going that
he
way.
was looking. Oh, so he got a mini. I thought it was a car there for a second.
That would have been a 6 night.
He's got that low FOV.
There's still 24 people left.
Yeah, it's a conservative play.
저 헤어도 개피거든요. 저기.
Tagged him once.
People are dying to the
Tagged him
zone.
again. Oh no.
Come on, team.
That's bad.
Don't die to the zone.
Bad. There's vehicles. Use them.
How did they die to the zone?
He's got him. He's got him across the rock. Doesn't? Can he get it? He got him down.
Down.
Has
Go
to try to
June.
confirm him. Where's his teammate? His teammate was at the tree there, unless
Yeah.
he had rotated over.
This is June. I believe that's the Korean Darth Vader. I'm pretty sure.
Darth Vader. Good night. You made it far, but not far enough.
That was. I think May is the teammate. We'll find out. Oh, he's not going to go for the finish?
He's gotta move down here.
There he is.
Oh.
Oh!
What? That little crevice!
He's camping, dude.
And he knew. He looked right there.
He's like, I'm
It's like,
invisible.
I've hit that
invisible.
before.
Don't look at me. Oh, what a shame.
The only guy that peeks there is the guy that's hid there.
All
That's all
right,
I'm saying.
that's like 7 zone deaths. What are you guys doing?
What is happening?
Get out there.
Maybe it's just
after it.
overconfidence in your ability to
Oh, the
play
armored
blue zone.
UAZ. I've never seen one. I've
at
literally
this.
never seen one of these in a game
These
before.
suck to drive in first person. It's impossible to see out of those front bars.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's not
Oh,
happening.
these guys are in the prison. Or Freddy is anyway.
It's gonna that circle's gonna close away from the buildings. You're gonna have to move. That's just my guess.
The one thing I love is listening to the comms. I don't know what it is. I just love the comms.
It's great.
I have no
mean,
idea. I have clearly no idea what they're saying, but that's, I mean.
The few streamers we've been switching back and forth from, they've been very active in comms.
Yeah.
And
Especially
obviously
him.
calling things out, tagging things real quickly. Yes.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
Take it.
Just
You know you want it.
cute fella with his soft voice.
I'm gonna get you.
He's wearing the Waldo shirt, IRL. He's got the cutoff.
I told, yeah, see, good
Look
skins.
at those guns. Let's go.
Oh, got him.
June. Oh, June got res and then downed again by a separate team and finished, I think. So June actually did get some kills there, so I think her teammate's still alive. Down to 12 all of a sudden, just like that. This
had
guy's
to at least
playing
rotate
on
down to
negative graphics. So what is he? Is this what?
Negative graphics.
Look at the rocks.
You know what? I'm familiar with those rocks because I play.
There's only some
I play
of
on low texture settings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Low textures is just a little bit too ghetto for me. I can't do it.
I honestly just haven't changed it. So like,
yeah, I understand.
In the while I played PUBG, so
I'm blessed with a pretty decent computer, so I play on ultra textures, but that's it. Everything else is kind of low or medium low.
He's got to get down here quickly, taking shots.
Jump.
He does. Oof. Close.
원투와.
That was so dangerous. I'm thinking like he's got nowhere to hide, and then I saw there's the cover. He's safe.
This is a crappy ending. They're forcing them into the prison bowl. That's really, I don't think I've seen one of these before.
This is
normally it shifts to the ridge where they're at, but now it's forcing them into the prison, which kind of sucks. But that's pro gaming right there.
That is pro gaming. He's solid right here. He doesn't want to move. And
these guys who are in the prison have it gold right now. For some reason in vehicles. So that was the ridge that we're looking at. Is they're in the warehouses down below them.
He's not ready. 8 people left.
Let's go.
You got to get him. Oh, he sees him. Oh, so close.
Okay. See if they got the aim. They're stuck on these rocks. Like they're gonna have to jump down, and I'm a little worried how much fall damage they would take off that ridge. But
he probably won't take like the straight edge down. He's gonna try to run.
Oh, there's a team above them as well.
That's death. Oh, he got away. So
the blue is gonna move here in 20 seconds as well, so they're gonna force him down in. Oh, there he is!
Wow.
Babyface strikes again.
Goodbye.
He's gonna. Oh, he stole his kill though. Rip.
Yeah, hide your head.
Stole that kill.
No bueno.
The utility's coming out to try and get down that ridge, but it's going to be hard for them. Freddy is the solo in here as well. He can hear all these shots. He's just checking the circle's edge, make sure he's not getting flanked.
Oh, this circle is absolutely brutal right now if you were playing the ridges at all. And these guys are so happy that they took this particular warehouse.
Jaywook and his team is actually right below these guys. They're trying to get down this ridge. Yeah, they're right there.
Oh, he's able to make
these guys have great control. Oh, the fence! Wow! Not like this! Oh my god, I know how that feels.
That's 200 IQ. Fence got me covered.
The fence is impenenetrable.
That is amazing. Oh, you're done.
Nice.
You're done. They are so quick. You were talking about just
2v2v1 at this stage, by the way.
Just talking about mechanical play though, like that, it was just so quick and
that happens. Sometimes you hit every shot. Sometimes you'll do the same thing, miss every single one.
Yeah.
Freddy wants to live in his smoking. He's hotboxing himself here.
Why not? Why not? 5 people left. Take a little bit of a steam bath.
A steam bath.
Steam bath. I know it's smoke, but I'm sticking with steam.
I've never had a steam bath before.
I've never had a steam bath either.
It sounds like it would burn all your skin off.
That's probably what steam bath would do.
Still a 2v2 over on the edge here. These guys have to come out of the warehouse. I actually think Jaywook and his I really hope I'm saying that correctly. I know I'm not, but that's the baby face is over in the smoke over there. He's chilling.
Oh, come on. It's just
baby.
The nade right on him.
They know they're in there, so Jay, young Jay. Oh, he got down. Freddy.
Just stay in the warehouse. Just stay in the warehouse. Don't go anywhere. It's not safe.
Oh, no. Freddy got them both. 2v1.
He's going to push it. He's going to push it. There he goes.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Nice game.
That was fun.
I like it.
That was fun.
I was really hoping Jay and his partner were going to pull that out. They had such a good game.
That end circle was just... I've never seen that one either, and that was fun. Ridge, warehouse, good luck.
Most of the time it'll push you out of the prison, but pushing them in actually kind of handed them the game because they were in the prison already.
Yeah.
Bon Chang and iscokorea. So iscokorea. I like the play. Kind of you never see it go into prison, which is kind of an RNG factor, but at the same time, the one thing I did like was just how much that ridge started to play in. If they had taken that ridge first, like I said, it would have been great.
Now, when the first circle, like when it encompassed the ridge and then it came off to the side,
right?
Like when I forget which team it was, but they were on that side of the ridge that was no longer in the circle.
Right.
The better play to play the top side of the ridge or to go down.
You can tell the way the players, like these players are experienced. We've been playing like Erangel for, again, more than a year.
Right.
So all these players that were on that ridge were expecting it to shift out of prison. And that's why everyone had to come down the ridge at the end of the game, because they were expecting it to go away from prison, at least the bowl, but they all got stuck on the top, and that team and eventually just capitalized on it. So.
Well, hey, we saw a few flare guns during that game, and if you have Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, you have your own very personal flare gun.
Yeah.
And call in a spot A crate.
That's a great tie-in.
And get yourself.
Great job.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that. I like the towel. It's beautiful.
I'm still a fan of the neck pillow, but I'm really starting to warm up to the towel skirt as well.
Towel skirt is great, but hey, we got more action for you coming right back to Sandhawk. We'll be right back after the break. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Jorby and Moses again. Again. Had a little bit of Erangel action right before the break, and we're going to be hopping into Sandhawk. But we do have a little bit of something to show you for Erangel. That was fun. I really liked what we had last game, where everyone was just kind of in the circle the whole time, caught so many teams in transition out of vehicles. Fun play.
Yeah, I mean, in the armored UAS, playing its part
Spin
right
out.
up until it wasn't, but really nice shots here. We saw, again, the star of the last two games I've been keeping my eye on is old 00231 there, knocking out a bunch of kills.
They have to be high up on the leaderboard now. I can't imagine they are.
Yeah, they
Wait,
getting hit by a Mack truck.
That's amazing. I love that.
So the aggressive plays.
Vehicular kills seem to be worth 8
Freddy
points.
ruined the game for that team and actually
Goodbye.
handed these guys the win last game. So Freddy snaking around in the prison.
Snaking around.
He cost the babyface assassin game.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We're actually hopping right into Sandhawk. We're
Let's
going.
do it.
We are
Let's watch
going.
more. I like video games.
You like video games?
Yeah.
I hate them. Honestly, I don't know why I don't know why I play video games. Look at these boxes. I was told these are like supply crates in the military, but I've never seen those supply crates before.
No, those are sandbags.
Those are sandbags.
You fill them filled with
They're
sand.
sand boxes.
Well, yeah, you build like forward operating bases with them.
Oh, okay.
And
All
you
right.
just shovel them full of dirt, build them up.
Excellent.
It's like
So
sand
it's a
Lego.
dirt bag.
Sand Lego, yeah, dirt bag. Exactly.
I love it. Well, we're gonna have more action for you. If you love Sandhawk Map 1,
I
you're
love
gonna love Sandhawk Map 2. And I want to see more and more aggression.
You know what I want? I want a floating pavilion.
Floating pavilion.
Yeah, that's what I like. That just in the river.
Why not? I mean, hey, you got the
Good
circle.
place for a restaurant.
You got the circle for it. Order yourself. Do they sell burgers at Sandhawk? In Sandhawk?
Do they sell burgers?
In Sandhawk.
Maybe.
If you go to the restaurant.
I don't know if they're made out of beef or not. But,
I mean, in Paradise Resort, it'll be beef. But if you go to boot camp, it's just slop.
all the burgers are safe for Paradise
They're
Resort.
all at Paradise Resort. All it seems dropping here, that plane line, right, kind of almost cutting.
No one
dead
jumped
center.
early. I love that everyone is playing. It's like a brain sync where no one wants to jump early, no one wants to go anywhere too dense.
Who's gonna hit F
And they
first?
all want to get as far away from the plane as possible.
We see our first
Is that
drop
what
point
boot
is
camp?
spreading out.
Look at
and
boot camp
I
now.
love it. Let's go. Give me that sweet, sweet, juicy action at boot camp.
저 여기 먹고 밑에까지 먹고 갈게요.
I agree. I don't know what he said, but I agree.
Yeah. I think we just at this stage, you're just calling out parachutes, like who's where. 55 alive.
Oh shit.
Nice. Indeed.
Absolutely.
So nice dead center around the place, around the boot camp. So this is iscokorea and Bonchang. These are the winners from last game,
이런
actually.
서클 기다리고 그렇게 한 건데.
Man, I want to see them.
Oh my God,
play
he
them
found a
aggressively
red
little
dot.
bit more.
The most rare of Sandhawk loot, the actual red dot.
Next to the smoke grenade.
You know what?
I never find smokes on Sandhawk.
I never find red dots, so good for that guy.
Well, yeah, good for you, man. And you'll probably get a 3x because there's a ton of them on Sandhawk.
แต่ว่าไอ้โบ๊ทมัน
Have
มี
fun
แจ้
with
ง
that.
ตรงไหนวะไม่เห็นมีขึ้นเลย
มีห้อง qualify
Karaoke in the background, a staple of any gaming environment.
I love singing during my PUBG games, so I can hear nobody coming. That way, when I die, I feel less upset.
Oh my God, this gun's so ugly. I like it. Like, it's a cool addition to the game, but it's like the grossest looking gun. It's just like a.
Don't they have like a skin to make it look better?
Well, the thing, I think it's a Chinese weapon. I'm pretty sure. So I imagine that's true to life. So no disrespect to the model and skin artists at PUBG Corp, but that gun is just by nature gross looking. I don't know what it is. It's not visually appealing.
Well, that sweet little sidebar you see right there, that's the point. And as you can see, AAA.
Atop the leaderboard.
Still atop the leaderboard and climbing even farther ahead.
Yeah, well, by 7 points.
That's farther ahead.
You're not wrong, I guess.
Look,
so
you're climbing.
They're in the lead.
Slow an incline.
Pink Porto on the reverse end, only 1 point away from not being last.
and you know what? That is the best. That you can hang your hat on that at the end of the day. At least you weren't last. I mean, all you got to do to qualify is get to 20th place.
20th place?
20th place.
There you go.
Top 20 teams.
I don't want to be 20th, but I guess qualifying is qualifying.
If you get in, you get in. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Everyone,
so, nice spread here.
Yeah. This is actually a lot more spread out than the
last game.
Last.
어디서 벌레가 나오냐?
Really, both Erangel and Sandhawk on the last 2 games.
We did lose a couple of players at some point. I imagine that was in the boot camp area. That's where we see Cigarettes, the camping champion of the last 2 games.
Yeah, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now?
I know what he's going to go find himself a hut to hide in, I think.
I'm going to sit in this cabin or find a nice little Dacia. Drive around. Why not? Is he your Vector Man?
He is the Vector Man.
He is the
He doesn't
Vector
have
Man.
the extended mag though.
The Vector Man.
The best part about the best part about the Vector guy lifestyle is spending 20 minutes looking for an extended mag.
And asking your teammates, hey,
have you
if
seen
you find a tack stock, let me know.
Have you seen a tack stock extended mag? Like, I need a vert grip. Like, that's the problem with the Vector is that it takes like 15 attachments.
Yeah.
And it just takes forever to
you
find
just die.
it. Yeah. You die with, and not
I
only
wasted
that,
all
if
this
you get
time.
to the fight right now with 13 bullets, 8 of them are guaranteed misses. That's just how the Vector works.
That's why you just, look, you have the micro Uzi right there. Just pick that up instead.
It's a better choice.
Better SMG.
Oh, here we are.
All right.
00231, I believe, looking at the ground. Just making sure.
I wanted to just combat that with something, but yes, looking at the ground, that's just silly. Who does that?
Well, you know.
He does.
It's safe.
It is safe.
It's
like, you know, when you were a kid and you're playing hide and seek, where if you cover your face, no one can see you. That's what that is. If you're not looking, they can't see you.
scientifically proven, actually.
Absolutely. I have tested it.
So again, our winners from last game on the edge of the circle. I know there's guys in this area. We see a couple of teams, but for now, it's so early in the game that I don't imagine there's too much pressure on these guys to engage just yet. But
yeah, still so spread out, but just
yes,
closing on through.
Uzi
Sandhawk is such a pretty
SMG.
map. Look at this. Look how gorgeous this map is. Doesn't matter which way you
it's
look.
nice and bright.
It's colorful.
Oh, it depends. Like you can.
And PUBG has been
they turned on the AC. We did it.
Oh,
feels so good.
The AC gods have answered our prayers.
Oh, here we are. Oh, baby, tags him.
Oh, again?
Another one, yeah.
He's gone.
See, that's
He's gone.
That's where the mini is better. You get 20 rounds, you only get 10 in this thing.
Yep.
He's tagged him a whole bunch. There we are.
Okay,
Ooh,
all right.
Through the tree.
Look, that guy had all the chance in the world to get away.
Dude.
And he kept driving up the hill.
The 10-round mag is... Bring back the mini.
Bring back the mini. Give me my 20 rounds.
I've only played like a couple of rounds. I only had a chance to play yesterday before traveling out to Burbank here for this show. I only played with the QBU like once or twice, but it's a cool gun. Don't get me wrong.
Sounds awesome.
But that extra 10 rounds to start with the mini. Oh, this down guy's gonna get a res here. The extra 10 rounds makes such a difference. I wonder if that's. I wonder if they're going to continue to make a change like that, because it's all the DMRs have something in common. The SLR, the SKS, now the QBU, all max out at 20 rounds. The Mini is the only one that has an extra 10. Oh,
is he right across the tree line?
He canceled his med. Questionable.
That is
med.
With plenty of time. Oh, we
Never
still
mind,
got him.
That's bang going down.
You know what? You were playing the game.
We'll
let you play.
Yeah.
No backseat driving on this
I'm
desk.
backseating, though. I get enough of it myself. It's my turn now.
To be fair, you generally probably wanted to finish that med before you engaged.
Generally you would. Ooh, and that's why the headshot again. That's Bonchang's teammate. Trading. Ooh, he's looking for the second one.
Come on.
Where is he?
Right,
high risk res.
Dangerous
here.
move.
I bet they're going for the res too, though. I bet you.
Trade in a different way.
Oh, he scared him off the res.
And now he's resing his teammate. It doesn't matter. You're just going to res each other anyway.
Tuck into it.
He's got the level 4 butt armor with the pan. Solid.
Yeah, they're both resing. Yeah, like it's so early in the game, none of these guys want to take too much risks. That's the second down for GMN. Med!
You can't.
Oh,
is he down?
No, it's a different guy.
Okay, all right. I thought he was dead. If he goes down again, his health is going to drop so fast.
Now he's in trouble because
his
teammate's dead and out. And now he's just finished
hiding
his
in the brush is exactly what you should be doing in this situation.
Well, if you're this close to another team, you have to stay together. He didn't med. He had to run away. He left his team no trade. Nice.
Yeah, see ya.
See if he can finish it off now, 1v1.
Oh, you know where he is. You know where he is.
He's snaking.
Right.
Stand and fight.
Come on. I want to see full stand, no crouching. Nah, he's not going to do it.
The molly. Okay. Ooh. Throwing flashbangs.
I don't think I've ever seen
a Molotov
is
actually streaming.
used efficiently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
Ooh,
Oh
baby.
no, he didn't get him.
That's what's up. He did get him. Yeah, he's
Oh,
down.
did he? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he's spectating, so he didn't get the kill message.
All right, all right.
All right, Bonchang, it's all on you now.
I believe in Bonchang.
너무 급하게 했어요. 그래서 발소리
There's
주면
a-
안
Nice play.
되는데 뛰어다녀가지고.
Comms hot. I like the talking. Keep talking. Nobody explodes.
Click the question mark. What is the question mark do? I've never seen that before.
천천히 하겠습니다.
Is that a?
It's on the map screen. What does the question mark do?
확정이라서 저희는.
It's on the top right.
Is he there?
제가 할 수 있어요.
Oh, Super DD.
Casually walking across the bridge here. No fear.
He's so shiny.
확실하지 못했다.
Very. How many white lights do you think he has shining on him?
Well, to get the green screen to work, you need
좌측으로,
like super
좌측으로,
bright. That's why I
좌측으로.
stopped using
True.
my green
Hot
screen.
lights.
엄청 빙
You said- you
돌거든.
start- I used to get headaches just from the lights, though.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's why you like aim them like real
That's
high.
it, yeah. It was probably because I was shooting LEDs right into my eyeballs.
That might cause, folks, if you use green screens at home, make sure to place your lights
High.
above where you're looking.
Yeah, no, it's
and not into where you're
for
looking.
like months. I was like, why do I have headaches all the time? So that center area of the play zone, still not too dense just yet, but now this is where the game starts to pick up the pace. 42 players still alive.
빼요, 빼.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Goodbye.
Why are you? What? Check. What are you
Where are you
doing?
looking? He didn't even have his gun up.
He was
You weren't
just
even looking at anything.
He was just sitting still in the open.
Solid plan.
He's
no
laughing.
one would have
I
expected
know what
it.
he's saying right now. He's like, why is that guy standing still in the open? What the hell is he doing?
just sitting there.
Oh, look who it is.
You know you're getting into it when you leave
Campy
it.
Camperson.
Oh, and he's in the corner too. Corner.
Team cigarettes.
Like you're not just sitting in the cabin. You're sitting in the corner of the cabin. That's extra saucy. I love it.
He's done this 3 games in a row, and every time we cut to him, he kills somebody. So we'll see if we go 3 for 3.
He's got him. Oh.
What are you eating? Dinner? Like what's going
Oh,
on?
looking at the ground. Solid options. We've seen this work before. And dancing.
사람이 줄
I like the dance. Q and E for days.
I think they're just playing conservative.
Not wanting to push. I mean, they are kind of just still in the center, right around that, or at least they were around that boot camp area. Just not a lot of. Ironically, the Sandhawk has not had a ton of action. Has had about as much action as we saw in Erangel, just because of how spaced everybody was, and that circle's not really forcing anybody to move from where they are.
Well, it happens, but this map is like unrelenting. Like this circle's going to finish, and then you're going to have another 45 seconds before it starts to move again.
Yeah.
So for now, I do like the fact that most of these guys have decided to play the edge instead of all crashing middle. It makes for a little bit more interesting rotations, especially in that eastern side of the play zone. You can see there's a couple teams holding onto the edge, and depending on this next shift, if it goes north or south, we'll see that boot camp region start to play a bit more of a prominent role.
I want this circle going north. I want to push all these people on the southern end of the circle. Get them up.
Yeah, try and move them away from that boot camp region.
I need some shots fired in this game. It's too quiet.
It looks like the river is going to play a bit of a role here as well. Ooh, goes all the way south. So keeping most of these guys in, not a lot of movement required for those on the edge, in the middle, but on the edges around that boot camp area is going to be interesting to see how that starts to line up. Already people on the move.
I like this dark side logo here. The skeleton with the eye patch, always a solid logo option. That's all I'm saying.
It's spooky skeletons,
It's
man.
spooky skeleton. Pirate skeleton.
Look at it. The one thing that is interesting as well is that for some of these guys that are in the center, if they're going to start looking out to see if they can just try and camp the edges, because if you're going to hold on to center, you're going to have these guys start to pile on top of you, and then there's no real way to defend it, especially in the Sandhawk buildings where there's not a lot of visibility in the same way you get on Erangel or Miramar. So I think honestly playing in the open in this situation is a lot better of an idea.
Well, moving up. leserxdd, always going to get some shots. Actually knocks one down. Can he get the confirm on it? No confirm yet. Got his teammate there. Is that another squad? No, it got him. There we go. 2 kills. Picks it up. You got the top of the hill. You got the rocks. Good plays for leserxdd.
So this is that boot camp area we've
It's
been talking about on the way out. He sounds like he's in a land center.
Just in, chilling. Everyone.
In a public
I
place.
imagine just a crowd.
I have
huddled
not
behind
been
him.
in I don't know what it is, but up in Canada where I'm from, lands. Oh no, he spotted a guy in the building. Looks like he's trying to push it.
Goodbye.
QBZ.
Oh, we got him.
Landing one. Neotica's down.
Gotta push it. Gotta push it.
The vector guy. Get him, Vector guy. He's just missed every single shot.
Have to
Guaranteed.
root for the Vector guy. Hello. He tried the old switcheroo. Like, haha, you thought I was in the corner. Psych.
Oh, it was Cigarette's partner is down. Camping not working out for Cigarettes once again. Now he's got to flee back into another
Cigarettes
corner.
is going to corner camp. Let's go.
He can only play from the corners of buildings. His superpower. He's extremely deadly when indoors.
He gets a 200% damage multiplier.
Yeah, exactly, it's his perk. Outdoors and moving is just not his strong suit.
He doesn't really know what the outdoors are. On, corners and camping.
Anyway, land centers don't exist in Canada. It was the anecdote I was trying to finish.
Okay, I understand.
Not economically viable.
I didn't know what a land center was until someone told me that people go into internet cafes and play video games.
People do leave their houses from time to time.
It's amazing.
It's pretty insane. Poor form, really. Leave your house.
Oh, he actually got a peek in the window. Rare form.
200 damage bonus from the indoors. Ari's down. Finished off with the grenade. Now Cigarettes. Weighing his options. Does he leave the confines of the building?
That's too dangerous.
Too dangerous.
That's too dangerous. He's not going to do that. And I like the brush becoming one with the grass and the shrubs around you, because you get that kill right there. Good night. Or at least the down. Oh, the trade. Yeah, I'm not happy about it either, man.
He sounds upset.
Yeah, I too would be upset. It's the greatest thing about humans is even if you don't speak the same language, your emotions are
always familiar.
Yes. See right over in that other cabin right there. He just ran out. Oh,
baby. Oh, there they are. These are the guys you want to be watching. So 231 has come alive. He's finished his dinner. Has left the confines of his building and now getting after it.
Climbing up the rankings too. They keep getting kills like this.
Yeah, really good players. It's the overlay. You can see.
Yeah, you get that overlay, you will be a better streamer. You will be a better PUBG pro gamer.
Oh, it hard shifted all the way south.
That is a circle. I love it. Let's go.
A bit of a yikes right there, but it looks like, again, this is where the map really starts to get crazy. All these guys are going to have to, look how many players are outside versus how many players are inside the play zone. They're all going to have to crush into this area.
And it kind of sucks for, like, at the very end, we see, is that breast pasty? Is it breast pasty hip? Is that his name? Yeah, breast pasty hip and his buddy at the very corner. They have to run into everything.
It sounds like a randomly generated username.
Breast-plated hips.
Sorry, what?
What is a breast-plated hip? Do you put breastplates on your hips, or are they hip-plated breasts? You know what?
I'm going to hang you out to dry on that one.
Thank you.
You figure that one out.
Phrasing, if you will.
Phrasing indeed.
Anyway.
So look at this on-foot rotation now. This is where things are going to get crazy. These guys are super far. The play zone's already moving. So they're going to be on the fast. Oh, this guy. Oh, it's the Vector guy. Oh, my God.
He's going to do it. He's going to prove you wrong right here.
I want to see it.
Here it comes.
It's June and May.
But does he have the 25 bullets?
June is Korean Darth Vader, I believe. The nice-looking, terrifying Korean lady.
Nice-looking and terrifying.
Yeah, you can be both.
That's an impressive combination, though, if you pull it off.
It's very impressive. So, and then the partner here is May. He's got the Vector.
Get
the Vector out. I want to see it.
What are you doing? Shoot! All right.
Could have used the Vector there. One down.
You still got the down.
The partner's clueless. The partner is clueless.
Where are they? Where are they? It doesn't matter. You're dead.
Those are bots, dude. What's going on?
Clearly, about 30 degrees off from where you were being shot, where you were looking.
Here's 231 again. Just destroying.
Easy kills.
Every time we come to him, he's just destroying somebody.
Easy kills. Picked up 4 for himself. How much does his buddy have? That's what I want to know.
Oh, my God. This is a cute stream if I've ever seen one.
You gotta, if your name has pink in it, you have to live up to it.
I like it. There's lots of on-screen information here.
Where to move? Just kind of crouching in the middle of, like...
She's on the edge.
Is she in the rock?
Yeah, this is our last place. I'm pretty sure this is the last place team.
She's in the... Okay, there's a rock right there. Like, I only saw the 180 pan of no cover, and then there was the rock. I didn't see the rock.
Shoot him! Oh, my God. She doesn't have a sight. She's not in the zone either, I don't think. Oh, just barely.
Hold!
Shoot her!
Hold the door!
Oh, my God.
Hold the door!
She's
ballsy. Ballsy play. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God.
You can only wait so long. Oh, it's breastpantyhip. That's what it is.
Breastpantyhip.
There we go.
All right.
There we go. That's
Beautiful.
a golf clap. That's a golf clap. Look how scared she is.
That is why you wait.
That's good.
Had she shot the other two?
That's pro gaming right there.
She shot the other two. She would have been dead.
Yeah.
Easily.
You know what?
That's pro gaming.
Oh no! I think she's dead. Cigarettes killed her.
And good night.
Oh no! The
Goodbye.
camper. He must be indoors. He must be indoors somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, that was a cheerful loss. Double O.
She's doing her best. She got 2 kills.
That gets you 8 points. Oh,
Yeah,
he
let's
sees
go.
him. I love the
Dude,
excitement as
this
soon as he
guy's
saw him.
good. Oh my god.
Wow.
The 4x
See you,
spray.
June.
This guy, I'm not sure if that's an actual pro player or not, but he plays like one for sure.
Oh, whiff.
Just stand
You got
stand
him.
as close together as you can. That's the game plan right there.
You got him.
All right, group up, make a nice solid target for this guy to just shoot at.
I love this little pink cloud that's blinking at me. It's creepy. It's great. Again, come on.
Okay.
You got him.
You'll
You
get
got
there.
him.
It's not for everybody.
Oh, he's not happy about it.
Oh,
what a shot!
My God. All right, that makes up for it. He's got that gold in M4. Oh, he's excited. Get
He's
in there.
ready. He's pushing it. He's like, just push. Go. Storm the castle.
Oh, he's playing with the English overlay too. That's interesting.
Bold strategy.
Yeah. Familiar territory here. Looks like he's got one more left. He did potato on one and took out the other.
Oh, I'm tense on
Oh,
that. He knows he's got his buddy up now.
He's backing off.
Yeah.
So the circle shifted once again. Ooh, nice job. And it picks off the straggler on the edge
This
of the
is like
circle.
the easiest.
These
picked
guys
around
they're playing the map right. You really have to play the edges in the late game in Sanhok. It's how you win. So that's good play. So the circle, I think from what I saw, has almost nobody in it.
Mm-hmm.
He can push the gap. So pushing the gap, if you look at the little mini map there, you can kind of move into the blue, into the new play zone. You kind of push that little triangle region. That way you can kind of clear the zone out as you go. But he's got these guys in the hut in front of him. He's got to deal with it.
He already got one down, so get him down again, and then get him down again.
Keep getting down.
Hope that he doesn't
Never
get
stop.
back up.
Never stop getting down. He's got them shroud skins. Oh, the blue, sir. You've waited too long. Now it's time to move.
I heard that the amount of shroud skins you have increases the amount of damage, the amount of damage reduction you have.
Damage reduction?
Damage reduction.
I think you put out more damage with the AK.
Do you put out more damage?
Well, no, but there was a little bit of.
You were supposed to say yes. Deceiving. He got him. Now you got to finish. There you go.
Oh, his partner's there though. He's got to back it off. That's okay. We'll check that later.
I love the sound of that
6x spray.
So goodbye. 9 people left. It's gonna get real tight,
that
real fast.
was really quickly. We came down to the top 10.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are.
And it's gonna be open. Not a lot of trees.
He's trying to
either.
finish these guys off here. Oh, now he's in the open.
You
gotta get to cover.
Bad spot.
So
the rock is your friend, and the rock is his too.
Nice pre-fire, but a little premature. There, he's just spraying the edges there. He knows that's where the fire came from. He's just trying to figure out where it landed. Oh my God, he's getting up there. Throw a grenade.
Does he have it?
Oh yeah, this is the other team. This is the other team that was shooting at him.
Oh, he wants to move around. Right side. Stand behind the same rock. No!
I think it is anyway.
Well, they have grenades, and they're gonna
Lost it. Dude, that was some synchronized grenade throwing there.
Right?
Pro gaming.
No one does that like they do. They practice that.
Not a lot of utility left actually. They've got
what kind of move?
Only one grenade. Just
Go
chucking
straight ahead with
mollies and
those
stuff.
smokes.
Yeah. They're just throwing all their utility because they have to get to the zone, so they're throwing down the utility so they can get across. But there's a team right in front of them.
All right. Got some rock cover.
Gotta press it.
That was so good. So clean. Now you gotta not die. Oh, turn around! Can he get him? No.
Didn't land it.
No.
Well, he got a couple of shots, enough to put him back in the house.
Power
there,
the pig cloud, come on.
I think that guy's stuck in the blue. He was turning around behind him, right?
I think the blue hadn't reached it.
Hadn't reached it yet?
Yeah, hadn't reached it just yet.
Well, he's going to get forced out relatively quick. Yeah, that guy's going to be stuck in the blue.
Yeah, he's got to run. See you later.
Yeah, he waited too long. Old Nine Faces. He already got shot in the head once.
Oh, he's taking damage now. He's got to move.
Where's his teammate? He's got to be further to the right. This guy knows that. He's looking that way.
Just out the building, right up under the below the ridge.
Either snaking or dying to the zone, or is on his where he's looking.
Yeah.
So down to the top 6.
It's gonna get tight.
Where's did we lose 00231? Is he still in the game? I wonder. But this pink cloud is ready to just
Dude,
kill
I'm telling
everybody.
you, power the pink cloud. You gotta believe. It's like it's preordained at this point.
Gather round, children.
Look at my friend.
Oh,
the
baby.
drop on him. Oh!
Nice spray transfer. Now they got it to 2v1 once again. We'll see if they can close it out. They're looking for it. You can hear the grenades dropping. Not sure who the snake is.
AA new.
AA new and aim
up.
This pink Q cloud is ready to just
I'm telling you,
reap the souls of his
victory.
enemies.
Can we get pink clouds in chat? I don't think that you can.
It's so cute. I'm distracted by how cute the cloud is, and I just
Bet
want
you
to.
this streamer has a pink cloud
Let's
emote.
murder.
Hello, children.
There's got to be a snake on the edge somewhere.
Oh man.
조심하고.
I'm tense.
There we go. We figured it out.
형이 오른쪽 보면 내가 왼쪽 볼까?
Oh, there's so much rock cover here too.
Yeah,
He's
he's
right
on the.
behind
Yeah,
them?
he's right here.
Oh, goodbye.
Golf clap.
Claps,
please.
applauses,
Clap.
power of the pink cloud,
Clap.
and shoot your teammate.
I think that's Korea taking another one.
Korea dominant.
Good mechanics. I really like the way they played that game. I mean, they were involved the whole way through. We saw it's a I will show you.
And they did.
Is the winner. And they did.
They showed me
did show
what
us.
they had.
So the one thing I really like about their style was that they stuck together as a team. They used all their utility. They played really well. And ultimately, when you're kind of playing the edge of the circle like that through the end game, where they're kind of rotating around, trying to find kills on the edge, that's how you play that map.
Yeah, and I love the again, the synchronized smoke grenades at the end, and just I love the play with smoke grenades in general. It's so fun to watch players utilize them in that kind of way. You have nothing but open space in front of you,
Yeah, you gotta
and
use
you
it.
just created all of this cover to be able to rotate it, and now you're gonna win.
If there's one thing that I think is underutilized by most public players on like regular ladder, or even as you get up into the ladder, is smoke grenades. Just use your utility, use your flashbangs, use that stuff. It makes you a better player, and it honestly makes the game easier for you as well. So don't forget that stuff.
Smoke grenades, not steam baths. You don't want to take those, but
No steam baths.
you might want to hop in a jacuzzi for Spa Day with Twitch Prime.
You are nailing these tie-ins.
Don't you love it? It's beautiful.
That's
I don't know.
professional.
Towel jacket, towel skirt, towel head, neck pillows, whatever you want, you can get it with this Spa Day crate with Twitch Prime. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to be back. We're going to Miramar, Moses.
Yay, Miramar.
Open desert play. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, the great man Beard is gone.
Unfortunately.
I'm now stuck with Guy Fieri's long-lost cousin. My name is Jump.
I'm stuck with the lone farmer who grew up in Arkansas. Here we are.
I'm from Tennessee.
Close enough.
Jump, Jorby. We are over halfway through the APAC region. What's your thoughts on that last game?
Well, 00231. His squad looks hot. I want to see more of that. I want to see more of him. Solid mechanics, solid shooting, and he's got to be all over this highlight reel. He has to be. I mean, we've saw a lot of good kills. Hawk, map number 3. Just look. It was so spread out.
Break it down for me, Jorby.
It was so spread out at the beginning of the game. The circle, everyone was kind of all spaced out, and they kept kind of closing center. No action really started to really happen until the second to last circle when it got really, really tight. And it was all kind of hill and tree play. Well, nothing really ever forced anyone to fight through a town or out of a town or anything like that. So you know, you got lucky if you play a more passive style on this map.
Now, we're going to get to the points and kill standings in just a second, but I do want to go ahead and highlight that the team that is currently in first right now is up plus 11 in kills over
so
the
good.
second point, and that is directly because of 00231 and the monstrosity that he has brought to the map thus far.
I was thinking, I saw him climbing up the leaderboards after game 2, and then he was getting kills in game 3. I'm like, he's just going to keep going up, and no one's going to stop this team.
Up, 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 and away he goes. It has already been in 3 of the 5 maps, an absolute bloodbath across the board. As we've mentioned, 00231 doing absolute work. Team Danawa with 23 total kills. The next closest is I Will Show You with 13.
Not a surprise.
No, not a surprise at all. They actually took game number 3.
Yeah, and they look good. I still want to see more of actually Team Danawa. They've been killing at the top of this leaderboard.
Yes, 23 kills is a great indicator.
They've
Jorby.
been killing people.
You know, you are the
That's
master.
solid analysis.
You're the master of obvious
We don't need
deduction.
Moses. We don't need Moses. Solid analysis
no, we
right
need
here.
Moses.
We
need Moses.
definitely need Moses.
I have you sitting next to me. We need Moses. 16 kills by 231. 16 of the 23 kills are directly because of him on his team. If there was ever a need for a level 3 backpack, he would have his name plastered on it.
He wouldn't have his name plastered on it. He's just carrying the
brand.
backpack.
He's
if
the
there was
brand.
only one in existence, he would own it.
We have one in the corner here.
We do have one in the corner.
It's 231s. Like, we have a digital head on
I
an
am
iPad.
not 231.
No,
so.
no, not you. No, we have an iPad with 231's digital face inside the backpack.
It is. We'll show you. Not now, though.
We're not actually going to show you. But let's go ahead and take a look at the points, because kills, they're awesome, but you still have to get in that leaderboard to make sure that you make it to the next level in these qualifiers. Danawa with 587 points, Hamwook with 528, Young Glarm with 465, and then J-May with that 454.
One game, and AAA's off the top 8.
2 things I want to draw a note to. Number 1, number 4th place team, J-May, has June PTV in it, which is Korean Darth Vader.
Korean Darth Vader, yeah.
I'm going to draw attention to that. And then secondly, Team Danawa has gotten 7th place, 7th place, and 7th place in 3 of our last 3 matches. 23
kills.
23 kills. So a perfect indicator that it does not matter necessarily where you finish, assuming that you get to, say, top 10, top 15. But if you frag out, you're definitely going to get those to add up.
I mean, that's, what, 92 points?
Wow.
Out of that?
Proud of you.
Caster math.
I'll give you a high five. Not really.
Oh, I'm glad no one saw that at home. It hurt. It hurt me right
but
here.
It's ingrained in your mind now forever. So that's really all that matters.
I'll high five myself.
So we're shipping back to our map number 4, which is going to be Miramar. And I know it's everyone's favorite map to hate.
Right.
What are your thoughts on it?
So I used to hate Miramar, like everybody else, and they've made a lot of good.
I still hate Miramar.
They've made. I know we talked about it, but they've made a lot of good changes to Miramar. They've added a lot more cover, and I think it lends to a different style of gameplay. A lot of people don't like the giant mountains and the giant ridges. They can be boom or bust for you, and I like everything else about the map. I like the little cover that they've added everywhere, and. You know, you got to use vehicles on Erangel. You definitely have to use vehicles on Miramar. As it's one of your primary. It's usually one of your primary pieces of cover.
Yeah, your transitional vehicles are extremely important when you're moving from circle to circle or just getting in the circle from the first setup. But before we get onto Miramar, we have to make sure we draw attention to this again. There are a lot of streamers out there. There are a lot of individuals that are on their channels participating here in Broadcaster Royale, and we know you at home are watching them. So make sure that you go to those channels, you take some Twitch clips. It's that little take card. I figured out that's what it's called.
The take card.
It's a take card. Rehearsals yesterday, I was
Rehearsal,
like,
he was had a chopping block.
Yeah.
He was like shopping. I'm like, that's not
it's
that's
a
not
take
the take
card in the bottom right hand of the window. It is a take card. It'll take a little Twitch clip, little 30-second clip of what you just watched. Head over to Twitter, use the hashtag Broadcaster Royale, so that way we can highlight those on broadcast.
So we can watch them.
Yes, we want to watch them.
I want to watch your Twitch clips.
I don't want to watch him. I want to watch the clips.
We want to watch the clips.
Please.
We want to watch the clips.
No, everybody else wants to watch them too, Jerby. You can't be selfish.
I can absolutely be selfish.
You can't be selfish.
I want to watch the clips.
You can't. Look, you sat in this chair, now you sat in this chair.
Either way.
You're trying to take over the
Share
set.
it so everybody can enjoy it, and you can get those sweet Twitch clip views.
You know what else you can enjoy?
What's that?
Spygea crates with Twitch Prime.
Woo! Hot
tamale.
Right.
Nope. You were supposed to finish it with sauce. All right, we're going to get ourselves started in the game.
Lost in the sauce.
Very, very shortly. The game's going to be starting. Their players are loaded into the lobby. Remember, we do have everything on a delay. We don't want any. We don't have to want any worry of tournament. What's the pure integrity? That's the fancy word. We want to make sure that we keep the integrity in place for the competitive aspect. Now, speaking of, Miramar, we're going to get a beautiful little overview of the map ourselves. I know we had some digital observers that rung the bell. Into the fight we go.
Let's go. In the blue corner, we have a lot of contestants. In the red corner, we have a lot more contestants on a giant map that I like. It's tropical, it's also the desert, all in one. What more could you want out of a map?
Tropical and the desert.
I mean, look, you got the tropical trees right there. Therefore, it's tropical.
Three palm trees. Don't dignify.
I disagree, 100%.
And that's why you're wrong.
You're right. But, there's a lot of, really cool giant cities. Miramar has giant cities. And especially, no one likes to go Los Leones. I love dropping Los Leones in just my random ladder games just because there's so many there's so much there. It's just this giant city. You can do anything.
You could do anything you put your mind to. Do you know that?
Yes.
Anything you put your mind to, you can do indeed. As the plane goes almost right through the middle of the map, everybody's going to get to go everywhere. And look, to your pleasant surprise, it looks like we've got some teams actually headed towards Los Leones. And look at what we have here. We have the ultimate snake in the grass. We saw her last game, waiting until legitimately, literally, not figuratively, waiting until the last moment before she shot and picked up her first kill.
I actually really love dropping at water treatment. That's why Pengushu is like my spirit animal here, because if I can't get to Los Leones, I'm going to water treatment. A lot of good loot here, especially if you can grab it yourself or you only have one other squad to fight. It's usually pretty winnable if you know, if you drop in the right spot onto the map, which is usually around where those pipes are and everything. Holding the little compound buildings, also really good. And then you can just move straight down. There's plenty of buildings, cover on the ridge up ahead. Not a lot for you to shoot at.
And now we're taking a look here at AA New, as where is AIM. They ended up winning game number 3. They are actually sitting at 5th right now with 422 points and being 165 points behind first place. They have a lot of ground to cover over the course of the next couple games.
There's only one squad at Los Leones. They have the whole city to themselves.
Cigarettes, Moses' least favorite player, but one of the most popular, actually, streaming to quite a delightful amount of viewers. And just like that, he's going to light up his cigarette, get himself some weapons, and right into the convertible he goes.
His first circle over towards the western side of the map. Kind of an interesting spot for it to start, because it's already kind of just exorcising the rest of this map. You gotta move in, and people down near kind of the spawn area.
Make it seem like the demon is just gonna pop out of one of the. I understand that you get those desert horror stories, but you definitely presented in the fact that they're going to come out over, on the south side of El Pozo, and there's just going to be just like a demon just chilling.
Right, that's what I was going for.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You hit it right on the head. Okay. And they're apparently in a water tunnel right now.
They are in a water tunnel.
A water tunnel. I actually don't know what a water tunnel is. What is a water tunnel, John?
Well, there's a tunnel and it has water in it. That's a great.
So you're in a tunnel full of water.
That's a great start.
Yeah. Well, pretty much Los Leones not really going to be contested all that much. You have free loot, man. Take what you want.
It is a lot. Now, you did have, of course, the, because it's our phase 1, you do have a little bit of a delay as well as the wait, and then you actually get yourself before the circle starts moving, which gives you plenty of opportunities. And when you find yourself alone in a place such as Los Leones, you're going to come out of this looted and booted.
You'll see a lot of long shots when they start rotating out, heading towards the western side of the map. And there's so much open space, and you can see so far. I mean, just look right here. All of this wide open space, and there's not giant hills for you to cover. On right here, you can get prone right in front of this guy right here. Maybe this rock, but other than that, there's not much. And look how far out you can look if you're a good shooter.
Yeah,
quite a
I
few
feel like
kills,
of all
300, 400 meters out.
Of all three of the maps that we have in our map, of all the existing three maps that are in our map pool, I think Miramar is going to be the best 4-2-3-1, considering the precise accuracy that he has in his shots. And I believe our lovely Pink Cloud was able to pick up a nice little level 3 vest there that we just actually saw.
Power of the Pink Cloud coming through again.
Yeah.
Can they win 2 games in a row, though?
That is, what is the, wasn't there an old cartoon where it was just cute animals and it was just very, it was the violent cute animals?
Violent cute animals. Happy Tree Friends.
Happy Tree Friends.
Yeah.
That character reminds me of Happy Tree Friends because it's just this adorable pink cloud
that just occasionally blinks
carrying
at you.
an M4.
That's deadly.
That's very deadly.
And one of my favorite players so far in this tournament.
I don't know, man. I'm going to have to go with the crowd favorite, 2-3-1, explicitly because of the shots that he's had. 16 kills already in just the 3 games. Has absolutely decimated
every
his
time
competition.
he has his every time he shoots.
His sights. I think the word you were looking for is sights.
Words are just not coming to me.
You're supposed to be like a higher intellectual with these glasses that you've got on right
that's
now.
not that's deceiving. Lowfields, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Pink Gushu. That was a pretty synergistic. I'm proud of you.
We're really getting together.
We are. It is. So first circle is almost about to start coming in, and again, something that I think that we've seen as a great adjustment from all of these players thus far is the fact that players are rotating earlier, faster. You're starting to see these situations where players are starting to realize that waiting until the last second to leave to get inside the circle is probably not the best play. It's generally going to be a lot smarter for them to get inside the circle early, find them a compound, find them a solid place of vision, and then actually camp themselves out to try to find themselves some kills.
Yeah, you obviously want to find the best choke point, get into the next circle as soon as possible, and you'll generally see that rotation come out. We saw it in the last few games. As soon as a new circle pops, everyone wants to move. Everyone's looking, okay, what's the best way to move? What compounds, what buildings can we look at to take? And it's the same concept here in Miramar. There's just so much space you have to cover, and picking what roads to drive around, what ridges to pick for your cover. Super important on the rotation here, and this is just going to keep going down to the southwestern side. Going to keep a lot of pressure is going to be coming from that top, the top east side, northeast side of the map. Oh, and taking shots
you can
on the
already
road. Drive!
You can hear the
Keep going,
screams.
don't stop! No! No!
Oh, that's a feels bad man moment.
No!
F's in the chat. Pink Gushu realizing the mistake that she just made.
I feel you.
And as we discovered in game number 1, while there are winners, there are most certainly losers. And unfortunately, Pink Gushu and her team ended finally, or in last place, 32 of 32.
That's an oof.
It is an oof moment indeed.
Just a lot of running in this early game, getting to that next circle. Again, power of the pink cloud. I will just constantly say that over and over.
Power of the pink cloud.
It'll happen. And there's actually a lot of good positioning from a lot of teams there in the center of the circle. You see some teams finding those compounds or just getting near certain ones that are unoccupied, and maybe trying to make a hole, but there is a lot of teams coming up from the southeastern side, maybe bringing some pressure up from that southeastern road as they come in trying to find a place, because everywhere is starting to get pretty occupied for those players coming in.
It has, and you can actually see teams that are on these outskirts. They haven't found themselves a vehicle just yet. You can see, you can see Freddy and his teammate actually found themselves a vehicles just south of Cruz de Val. So they're going to be, coming themselves in with those vehicles as well as cigarettes. They found themselves one. But these teams that are on the outskirts, this circle is closing in. And yes, while it is circle number 1 and it's not going to do a large amount of damage, it's still going to be so far away, that they're going to end up possibly using all of the meds that they've found themselves.
And just on the map, as we just saw it, there's Team 12 who was in, I forget, right there. If you look at Team 12, they're right against the ridge.
It's not over here, it's over there.
Right in the center of the circle. There's not a name for the place that they're at, but it's surrounded by ridges right near the river, and it's right in the center of the circle. They're kind of holding that compound. They're on their own, and there's kind of an uphill, or down if you're on their perspective, and people have to fight up to get to them. It's a really good position for them. They're really set for the late end of this game.
2-3-1 actually has the spa day neck pillow on.
You know why?
And I can only imagine how hot it is in the desert with a neck pillow.
I can only imagine, yes, because I don't know how hot it would be. I don't even know if it would be hot at all.
I get
just
hot
might be
wearing a neck
comfortable.
pillow on the plane. I can only imagine what it's like outside in 100+ degree weather.
You're right. You're right. That would be pretty hot. You know how you get that neck pillow, though, that you can wear in Miramar?
Twitch Prime!
Twitch Prime! Spot A crate. Oh, my goodness!
And there, a wild truck appeared.
A wild Bronco. Yeah, stop that horse.
Take it down. He ended up picking up that kill, so that's going to be a nice little 2-tap, 2-3-1, adding to his kill list.
2-tap, 2-3-1. He's going to find more. Everyone's in vehicles. He's just trying to pop everybody at this point. Up the hill, he's got him. He's got him right here. Nope.
No, ran out of ammo.
You're out.
He will end up being nice and smart and, backing off. It picked himself up a nice little 6x scope. Got plenty of meds, as well as that adrenaline syringe. Very important for him as they, get to the later stages of the game. He's going to end up taking out the 5.56 and instead going, you know what, I want a little bit of that M4, as well as the SKS. So now is where we're going to start to see potentially some very scary things coming out of 2-3-1.
Grab the robe. Grab the robe. I need you to grab the robe.
He has a robe on.
He needs to get another robe.
No, he doesn't.
It's a better robe. It's not
Why
dirty.
would you carry? In what world would someone carry 2 robes?
When your one robe gets dirty. Oh, how does he miss that guy? Led those shots fairly well. It's actually kind of uncharacteristic from what we've seen.
He whiffed about as bad as your jokes, Jorby. This is not.
It's true.
This is very uncharacteristic.
Very. I'm gonna try to chase him down.
You know,
Jump, you catch me off guard sometimes. And it's the best of times. He got off the bike. Is he going to be able to get the kill? No, the crowd was his worst enemy, but he does get the down. Retreating. He's actually going to opt for a little bit of boosting.
Get that first aid kit taken down as well. He's got plenty of. He's got painkillers and energy drinks, things to worry about. He did. I don't think he actually ended up picking up the final kill. I think he downed the member, and now he's still trying to find his teammate. But instead, look at that, the long-range SKS shots.
Oh, can he get him? I think he got 1, maybe 2. That buggy's going to get away.
It will indeed. But now he's going to go try to get himself some extra loot. Circle is still coming in. Again, it isn't coming back too fast, and it won't do a whole heck of a lot of damage just yet. But like what we talked about, something that is extremely important to pay attention to throughout the entirety of Miramar is the fact that you have these valleys, you have these mountains, and you have to make sure that you're extremely aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, and again, this circle really playing towards the south side. The south side is where the majority of those ridges are. So if you're looking to rotate, you want to get below that ridge line right there. You see where it starts to get a little darker. That's where it's going to be your friend. It looks like the circle might actually go north a little bit, and it does. Pulls not much ridge left, not much darker ridge left. It's going to be some open field as this next circle comes in. A lot. Still, a lot of action on the outside on the northeastern side of the circle.
And you've actually got a lot of players that have really slow rolled their way into this first circle. You've got multiple teams, including our game number 3 winners. I will show you with A8 New and AIM. They're on that southeastern side of the map all by themselves. They actually found 2 separate vehicles. They're going to be hightailing, using those internal nitrous oxides to really push that boost through, get themselves into that first circle as we are starting to keep ourselves on Cigarette's POV.
Oh, can't pump anything, you gotta go.
Very popular streamer in this APAC region. It'd have been great. So his teammate's name is NeoticaCH. It would have been great if it was nicotine. So cigarettes and nicotine.
Yeah.
It'd be a great combination. The cigarette's gonna take some shots. Pickup truck's gonna jump across. Ooh, there's a lot of damage. He's not gonna be able to pick up the kill just yet, but that last shot from the M4 is gonna be able to get him out. Sakamoto will end up going down, and he's gonna redo. Oh, beautiful shot there from the K9.
I love that. We had another K9 shot like that in the last game, and God, I think it might have been him. No, it wasn't. It wasn't him.
Easily my favorite. We talked about before broadcast how I love the Scar, but I truly think that if I had to pick one, Kar98 all day.
K98 and M24 are my snipers. I love those. And another nice shot. This guy's popping people left and right. Medic right next to the Bronco. It's smoking. Woo. He is in quite a peculiar position right now.
I get it. It's because his name is Cigarettes.
Yeah.
He's smoking.
There you go. I'm glad you picked up on it. Finally, a joke doesn't whiff, and you missed it.
I'm sorry. It's hard to.
Oh my!
I have to like bend down to hear you sometimes.
So kawaii. I just, oh man, look at this.
I think the little bird,
So we
the
talked
little
about
baby bird on top of her head. I think that's what makes it like that much.
Here's the
more
thing about the
entertaining.
pink cloud. We talked about the pink cloud being creepy. This is the next level of kind of like
The
happy,
big
but
eyes, the big eyes
is
with
what
an
gets you.
AK-47. Just
yeah, exactly. Just dangerous. Oh, popping inside the vehicle. So many vehicle kills happening here. People getting caught in transition, and that was bound to happen with so many players still being on the outside of the play zone and holding this Cathedral Church area. Gets that kill. Good confirm.
nice shot there. Super DD ends up falling to Ari. Now going to use that adrenaline syringe to get that 100% boost. Oh, actually stops it. Was like, oh, wait, I don't want to use that one. Doesn't want to use any of them, actually. $50 members still left alive. Deja Vu and Ari Fens is who we're at now. Taking a look at seeing. They are in the direct center of the map. You could not be more central than what they're sitting right now.
Yeah, and they have a good building, a lot of great windows to look out of, just a lot of great swaths of distance, LOS, if you will. More driving. This guy has just
Still
been driving
driving.
for his entire life across this map.
Hey, it's
trying to make
beautiful
it in.
outside. You got a convertible. You might as well enjoy the desert air.
And Chumacera might be a point of interest here for a lot of teams moving in. That circle's kind of closing around it. What shots? That's,
Oh, he's so excited.
yes, I agree.
That's the battle cry of death.
That's the Mini 14, baby.
Deja Vu.
Let's go. Gotta get hype.
So happy. He's so excited right now.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go into battle with
But
him.
see, those are the best because I get excited because he's excited.
Exactly. Their excitement is just absolutely contagious. And yeah, this is a great compound hold for him.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone blind with the gold skin that he has on his AR.
Yeah.
And it's so bright outside, that gold, the reflection of the gold.
He's inside, so it's not as bright.
Okay.
That's why he's staying inside the building.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, this is map number 4 of 5 here for our invitational number 1 for the broadcaster Royale. We are on Miramar currently. We had 3 previous matches. Team Danawa and Hamwook, as well as Young Garm, are rounding out that top 3 in standings thus far. Kills being just as important as placing, mind you. So that's why you're seeing a lot of these players be a lot more aggressive, a little bit more active.
Team Danawa in first place, 23 kills. It's because 100 of those points. I mean, first place is 200, and they amount what is half of that in just kills alone.
And they haven't broke top 5 a single game thus far. 7-7-7.
They've just been wiping teams out.
Lucky number 7, man.
Lucky number 7.
49 members left alive. APA, Anu, winners from game number 3, going to find themselves a nice
wide
little shot.
open.
Pretty control. Ooh. Just a little bit of the butt sticking out. Isn't able to hit it just yet. That Mini 14.
Oh, good tap.
Nice little headshot there. He's going to take him down immediately. That was a solo player. Bob is here. But now another Bronco's going to come through and across.
Wow.
He's not going to be able to pick up the kill just yet. You can see his teammate trying to get off a little bit of extra damage, but instead they're just going to try to give themselves a little bit of a rotate over. 30 seconds until the next circle moves.
Anu and Appa both, they have a good compound hold as well. Holding right there, kind of near the edge of the circle, but not enough to where it might still move in their favor. Depending on where this next circle goes, they could be in really good standing. There's still so many teams left.
And they're everywhere.
They're all over the place.
48 members left alive, 25 teams left alive.
That southeastern part of the circle is just cluttered with players. 47 players left, and there's about 30 of them in that southeastern part.
Oh, little head peek goes just away.
Oh, I thought he might have got him.
That was one of those. It was 1 pixel away.
Yeah.
From being able to get the kill. He's going to cook a grenade for half a second. He's going to pop some over just to force him to come out from under the cover. He's going to get in, but just like that, he's going to be lined up perfectly. Meanwhile, on the kill feed,
I'll see you later.
Spyro's going to end up taking up, and that's going to be...
Did he miss a shot?
Bada bing, bada boom. Cigarettes might kill you, but this cigarette is killing him.
And not enough smokes for him to celebrate. But hey, sometimes you just reverse down a ridge and you make it away. Beautiful
Sometimes
driving
the
skills.
best
Look at
course
this
of
guy.
action is to go backwards.
Absolutely. And backwards gets you a buggy kill. You got one down, his buddy right across the street. Just trying to find some rock cover, taking fire. Does confirm the kill.
That's going to be the first kill for Doppler as well, so they're going to have to make sure that they pick up some extra ones if they want to remain into this for sure.
Look, this is not a safe hut, man. No. It's broken wood, splinters. It's not fun. And Still just trying to find a good spot up on the ridge. Doesn't want to overcommit. He's got good cover right here. Just wants to keep moving. Looking for that peak, looking for that headshot on the second floor of that compound. Oh, he gets him! What a shot! Just bang, looks away, see you later. I don't even care.
4 kills into Cigarette's hands.
Yeah,
easy boosters. He's in a pretty decent spot right now. He's got a lot of good cover. Can try to take over that compound if he wants. Actually under assault right now.
We've got Oya and June 8. She is just chilling,
chucking the grenades
outside this. It's not. I'm not going to throw it from undercover. I'm going to stand out your side, but instead of holding a boombox with music,
I dare you.
I've got a grenade.
You better come outside because the nades are flying. They're trying to push into this building. It's going to be tough.
I love how serious her face is right now, too.
I mean, this is super intense.
Pure
moment.
focus.
Have you ever tried to storm a building in this game? It can be a very precarious. And my heart just starts pounding every single time.
I just run really loudly and pre-fire around corners.
Well, next circle coming up. We'll see where that goes. She's right on the edge of the blue circle.
I love the face of disapproval you just gave me.
I just wanted to let you know that I was moving on. Jump. That's all we gotta say. She does get the kill here. Actually confirms it right after the down. One more to go. Is he on the bottom floor? Stay on the top. Not sure where his teammate is. Still looking. Don't want to peek in. Check your corners. All right in front of you. No corners needed. Good night. And gets her buddy. That was stellar play right there.
Oh, yeah.
Well done.
Not only is she able to pick up the 2 kills, but she predicted that quite perfectly. While we didn't quite understand it, unfortunately do not speak that language, but as soon as the door opened, it was perfect communication of that's where she's going to come through.
Yes.
She knew where his teammate was down. Great little reflection come onto that. So now, huahed and Edwin is what it looks like here. 39 members left alive. Nice little mini 14. Pop, pop, pop. spygea goes down.
See you later.
Kill confirmed. As Edwin Live is able to pick himself up that
the
nice
shots we've
little
seen in these 4 games have been fantastic. Just great mechanical skill and the decision making. Moses kind of touched on it. He, the tactical decision making out of these players is something that maybe he wasn't too sure of. Not as sure as their mechanical play, but we've seen a lot of really smart play in these 4 games out of all of these players. It's been fantastic to watch. This next circle coming in, it's just going to be open field.
Yeah, so this is where things are going to start to get wonky for a lot of these teams. You had these circles incrementally move in certain directions, so teams were able to converge on the outskirts, but now it's going to be an all-out bloodbath with 35 left alive. 2-3-1 gets another knock.
Get him.
Give me 1, give me 2.
Give me, on the left. He got peeked on the left. They're going for the trade.
He did. Well, actually, he knows that there's somebody very close to, so he's in a very tight spot, getting pinched on from both sides.
Don't peek it. Oh, he pushed him. Oh, unfortunate. Tried to play it away, but
and it was
that was such a smart play by them.
And it was AA New that ended up picking up that kill as well. So they're going to continue to move up the leaderboard just because of this. And this is going to work as well so much into their favor explicitly because there's still 30 members left alive. And so, yeah, sure, you got the kill, but more importantly, it's kills that they're not able to acquire.
They're ahead of so many other teams, too. Getting that kill at that moment was so important for them to get the circle, grab a choke point, catch all those other teams in transition. They're in a perfect spot to try to win this game. 30 people left alive. Checking the compound. Don't want to get cheesed in any way, sort of fashion. Just looking for the peek on the ridge. Knows he's there. Has the sight. Gets 1, 2, 3. Goodbye. See you later. Gets the confirm. Looking for his buddy. Saw him on the ridge there. Was going to start taking shots at him. See another fight going here. Our buddy, does he get a few hits? He finds a few, and good night.
That's 6 kills for Cigarettes and his teammate.
Cigarettes
for Cigarettes alone now. June, only one.
I love the contrast there. Just so much firefight, and then we're just walking around.
You gotta have a good balance.
Right into the fight, though.
It is. Great shot there by June. Going to be able to pick up not only the down, but the kill confirm as well. And there comes the teammate.
They don't know where she is.
That was a headshot.
Goodbye.
See you later. Back to the gray screen you go.
All of a sudden, there was 30 people left, and 7 people dropped in about 30 seconds. This next circle closing in.
She's got to be careful. She needs to get into the circle right now. I know she's trying to loop around, but she is in the death circle, and this is not doing any.
It's still important because of the cover up here. Taking that damage at least gives you the opportunity.
She does have the meds as well.
Exactly. To be able to med and have the superior positioning in the end.
But what we saw in the inventory, only one med kit. So going to be using all the rest of those bandages. Thankfully, she's got one energy drink as well. So it was a great play. You got the cover, but now you have to add even more levels of cautious to you, because you have to make sure you're not going to have the meds to heal.
At this phase of the tournament, there is a qualifying spot on the line, and there's also at that top spot $55,000. Get it
for the winning team.
For the winning team.
It is
for number one. So you want to play. You want to play the best. You got to risk it sometimes, man. You got to take the risk.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit.
In this instance, it's a rock because it would probably fry in the heat.
Yeah. Too dry.
Just a little bit. Oh,
it's kind of a dangerous
peeks
play.
over the edge. Explosions in the background.
Keep catching it from behind. Oh, what a turnaround, but doesn't matter.
I got the one. Can get the nice little revo. That great shots coming out, and just like that.
I love the confirmation. Like, yeah,
I did that.
Get wrecked.
But this is where you were talking about earlier with the importance of these very hillish areas, is just because it's not crazy high ground like what you're used to expecting from a lot of these verticalities. In this instance, it's just enough cover to dip down and then peek back out and secure yourself some kills.
Oh, more shots. You get this kill here. Oh, finds that little hill, that little bump, and it saves him for now. But far off in the distance. Oh, aim up. Oh, the smoke. Importance of smoke grenades right there. That saved his life.
ISKOkorea and Bachang, they won game number 2 when we went over to Erangel, so good to see that they're still in this, because, yes, we talk about kills, we talk about the importance, but the higher up that you finish on the list, you are still going to get an immeasurable number of more of points, which will help you out in these standings.
Deja vu. It's Team 16 right here, right in the middle of this ridge area. If that circle closes on them, they're going to have teams bearing down on them from all sides, and it is going to be, it's going to be hell on earth for them. But right now, see a lot of kills coming out. Just still, players are dropping left and right. 15 people left. Now, comms have been hot for every single squad we've switched to.
They're concise. Something that we talked about earlier is extremely concise, extremely hot in the sense of, oh, look at that. Look at the bottom left. You can see Viper, his health was less than 5% HP.
Oh, 12 people left. This is about as hairy as it gets.
12 left alive, 7 teams of that 12. So there's going to be a lot of solos that are just hanging out and relaxing now. Lots of meds in the hands of Freddy and his teammate. As you can see him sharing a little bit of the wealth there.
And peeking those ridges doesn't want to overcommit up on the ridge to his left. There's some open space between him and the next piece of cover. Just find people down the hill want to take advantage of that high ground here.
And if you recall from the map as well, taking a look at all the teams that they're very spread out around the circle. You don't have any specific concentrations. They've done a really good job at equalizing themselves around the side of the circle. But just as I say that, it looks like GMN's going to end up going down. Viper Demon will pick up his kill as well. So just like that, the team picks themselves up 2 more kills. Afro's going to get sites lined up. But unfortunately, a little bit of sand is going to have a happen. But doesn't matter as Afro will pick up the kill onto June. June, unfortunately, falling. 9 members left alive.
Playing on these hills again. This is just... It gets scary, especially when you don't when everyone is spread around this circle. You can be attacked from any side. We've seen the last 3 engagements... The last 3 engagements -1 were all from behind.
Yeah.
Players caught out from behind because of just this constant rotation.
And there's one building inside this next white circle, which means you're going to have to be hyper aware of everything around you, because all it takes is one blind spot, one bad peek over a hill, and you're done.
And just there's too many other actors out there looking at that same building. But we see an engagement.
I like
up on the hilltops
as well.
Oh, it lights him up. Go.
I love the patience of Afro there, because he waited until he had enough time where he could get multiple shots off before the enemy could actually find himself some cover.
And now playing it very slow.
Freddy ended up falling to ISKOkorea as well. Burnaffro picking up that kill onto onto NeoticaCH as Dejavu kills his teammate Cigarettes. So the fan favorite, unfortunately, does end up falling. 4 teams left alive. That's 7 members total, as now we are getting into the final stages of the game, which is where the smoke grenades start to fall.
And they're going to push this compound up, like you said, throwing those smoke grenades, dumping every piece of utility that you have, trying to gain an advantage down this ridge side, anticipating the rotation coming from other teams that are coming from that one side. You might catch them in. With 7 people left, this can be huge.
It is, yeah.
I feel the tense.
This is the great thing about any Battle Royale game that you play in the history of Battle Royale.
This is the part of the game you want to get to. This is what you live for.
Your blood pressure rises. Your entire ethos just spikes in energy because your heart stops pumping. The energy starts getting built up, and with 7 left alive, every kill and every placing puts you that much closer to the top.
This circle's just not really friendly to anybody in particular. It's just going to come down to, like, everyone's going to have the LOS. No one's really going to have the
and you can't hide in the buildings.
advantage just because of you're able to move on the bottom ends of the ridges without the people on top being able to see you. On top, you can move without the bottom being able to see you. But right here, look at this guy.
Just a little bit of a shack left available for iscokorea and Bachang, winners of game number 2. It's such a coin flip, putting yourself in such a small place like this because your POV is so limited.
So easy to nade.
It is.
Oh, he's solid.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Thankfully, his teammate is spread out just enough that he's able to get a little bit of it. But there come the shots. He's still trying to figure out where it is. It's the difficulty of Miramar, especially in the late stage games like this. You hear the shots, you feel the shots, but you don't know where the shots are coming from.
Yeah, and those window glasses could be, you can shoot through the window, break the window through the other glass. You just don't know.
But you're safe because you shut the door.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
when you put your blanket. It's like when you put the blanket over your head as a kid in your bed.
I'm surprised
no
he didn't look at the ground. That was my favorite tactic from the last game.
Still 7 left alive. All of the players in this top 7 here playing a lot more cautious. Freddy and Viper Demon look
you
to be
peek
some
over
of the
that
front
hill,
runners.
you move any farther, you will get shot.
And they're right by, they're at least within a couple feet of the inside of this circle. Yeah, you can actually see they are inside the circle. But it looks like they're going to be able to find some shots.
Oh, he's actually getting lit up here.
Oh, need to be careful. Don't step in front of your teammates.
Oh.
Viper Demon will end up taking down. Bachang actually ended up being the one that fell there. His teammate is still left alive. He's trying to figure out where he is, down to less than 10%, less than 2% HP.
Yeah.
First aid kit's going to happen.
Oh, and he's so close.
Yep.
Ooh, man.
5 left alive. 3 of these are teams. So we definitely know we have, we know it is at least a 2v1v, and we don't know if it is a 2v1v2 or 2v1v1v1.
No, it's 2 for these guys. They're just kind of, they only have this little bit of hill cover. And you see having the prone to just try to take advantage of every little piece that they have because it isn't a lot.
It's such a confidence factor of you having this as well because you're assuming that no one is on that opposite side of the ridge because you're essentially a duck sitting on a pond at that point in time. In this instance, I think it'd be a lizard in the desert.
Ooh! Thought he'd been able to get the kill there. Can he get the down? One more. Looking. My first engagement started and they realized that, hey, they have the ridge up here. That compound's going to be pushed in by the circle. Can he get another peek?
He does have the vision though, so he is at least aware that he can play more aggressive to this northern side of the map and kind of ignore more of the western side.
He's no longer blind.
Yeah, he isn't blind. He knows where these extra teammates are, and so now it's more of just this cautious waiting because there is still one more member. It is a 2v2v1 in this scenario here, as they luckily got the grace of the circle, and everybody's gonna have to come to them.
Whew.
Scary place to be.
It is very scary. I'm just watching at this point. I'm here to witness.
Really? You're watching? I'm watching too.
I'm here to witness.
I'm watching.
But are you witnessing?
You're watching.
Do you witness?
I am witnessing
this
giant monitor that we have in front of us.
It is wonderful. Maybe expecting someone behind him, but he still has to be careful because they can rotate up on that left side where he was looking. There was a lot of ridge cover. And as the circle pushes it in, he has to expect that that might be where they're moving.
I like the decision by Afro. He waits to see some shots happen and then understands. When you're a solo player in this scenario, you have to hope and wait for these other members to go against each other.
Everybody else
it's the
shoot
classic,
first.
the enemy, my enemy is my friend in this instance. And you can see that happening. Freddy ends up taking down Isaac's play zone, ends up killing Dejavushothd. He knocks down Freddy. It's now two.
It's close.
It's 2 members left alive, so now it's a 1v1.
You just got one more, baby. You got one more. You got this. I believe. Quick peek. Oh, is it Shack Boy Central?
It is indeed. Oh! With the pop and the death.
He knew you were there.
Viper
No
Demon
escape.
is exercised to death. Burnaffro comes in through for his team.
What a play.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That was absolutely fantastic. Patience prevails. And he wins.
Triple A walks
Putting himself
away
back
with
in.
the
I love
victory.
Whew. Hot.
Hot,
like Miramar.
Spicy tamale. Burnaffro and
Saucy.
Dopper secure themselves a victory. That's how you end a game.
That's Battle Royale right there.
But the thing is you can accredit a great shot any day of the week. But when you add the intellect and the 200 IQ play of, let me throw this smoke grenade, wait for you to peek, boom, you're done. And we've actually got that last shot, and we're gonna pull it up for you guys again because that was
just watch.
It's a very
beautiful.
It was great. Just
boom,
a bing, a bang, a boom, and you're walking home with a chicken dinner.
It felt better the second time watching it.
It did. It does.
Enjoy your chicken dinner because you're gonna have to play for another one soon.
Well, game number 4 is over. I'm going to have an oxygen mask from all the hyperventilating that I did after the end of that game. Don't forget, we got Twitch Prime, guys. You can see the little Twitch logo behind him. We've got the Spa Day crates hanging out for you. So make sure if you have an Amazon Prime account, mine doesn't have to be yours. It can also be your family's, your friends, your grandma's. Link that to Twitch. You get a little free Twitch Prime. Not only can you link that to your PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds account, get a Spa Day crate, but that's a free subscription to your favorite subscriber, your favorite Twitch streamer.
Whatever streamer that you love on here, go to them and use Twitch Prime sub. Also, make sure you connect it to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and get your Spa Day crate today.
Dun, 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 dun. And when we come back, map number 5, we're headed back to Sanok.
They're just trying to go for position. Nice shots coming out from
Welcome back, everybody. Broadcast of Royale presented by Twitch Prime. My name is Jump, and thankfully, Jorby is gone, and I'm back here with Moses.
Poor Jorby.
You got your time for a little stretch and a little sit down for a second, didn't you?
Yeah, no, it was good. I took a walk around, listened to you guys scream incessantly from just the other room there, so it was good.
It was great.
You guys got me hyped up.
We went to Miramar. We're back on Sanhok, and let's talk about that last match a little bit. We can actually pull up the standings of where we're at currently, as well as our delightful replays. And what is more feels bad man moments than falling and killing your teammate on a motorcycle?
That's the risk you take when using the motorcycle. It happens from time to time, and you know what? It's you move past it. She's had a rough day so far. I'm not sure if she's still in last place or not, but I guess we'll find that out shortly. But a lot of good action through this. Cigarettes. I spent a lot of time outdoors this game.
He did. I think he had to at this point.
Yeah, there's not a lot of indoor options in Miramar unless you hang out in the city the entire time. But ultimately, it was a good game from him. And you can see here lots of highlights. We
actually got to see a lot of these players test their mid to long range ability, something that we've seen in a lot of the other games, including Erangel when we went there in game number 2, was explicitly a lot of these more close quarter combat aspects, as you can see here.
That was a murderer.
That was a great double kill that she had, actually, saving her teammate, thankfully so. But these long range attacks being able to actually get themselves off with some distance, attributing to some of the skill that we're seeing today.
Yeah, a lot of nice shots throughout this game, and the ending was pretty intense as well.
Yeah.
Clap.
The peek, the clap, the pap.
Didn't can you run that rhyme back again for me?
The peek, the bap, the clap?
Yeah, I like that. That's really nice. So
all right.
When's the rap career start?
How's this? I will find a 4-bar rap to do by the end of the Europe, by the end of the Europe block, just for you.
Got it.
Let's talk about kills now.
The internet's forever, by the way. The internet doesn't go away.
The internet is forever. Team Danawa still sitting healthily on top, but they only got 4 kills in that last match. Danawa includes our delightful 00231.
Wow.
And I will show you jump from 5th place to 2nd place, getting themselves a nice 4 kills as well, that game number 2.
They picked up a win earlier in the day as well, so
yes.
231, clearly the kills leader. He got a 7 kill lead on Cigarettes, which I don't know what it is, but every time we've come to him, he's been in a corner of a building somewhere. The fact that he's being so active on the kill rating is impressive to me.
I also want to draw attention to his impressive... I want to draw attention and then move past the fact that Cigarette's team is 68+1.
Oh.
It's great. It's glorious.
Got it.
It's delightful.
Got to keep it PG-13 out there.
It is. It is indeed. It is broadcast ready, and people will always find a way to...
You know, good joke. Great job. Great job. Good effort.
Golf clap for you, sir. Let's go ahead and take a look at our top 8 standings as well. Remember, the top 20 teams from today will end up making it to the regional finals for that invitational path. J-May still sitting up top with 640, AAA 625. Danawa fell themselves down to 587 because of an early exit in that last map.
Oh, yes. Well, they're still hanging on. I mean, they're not too far behind. Really, the top 3 is relatively close, but June, the star so far, in my opinion, and Tume have been playing quite well. I mean, they're always into something. Every time we see that claw grip,
the Korean Darth Vader is coming for you. But I think that their first place is a big attribute to the scoring system, and you see it in professional play as well. Is you don't always have to win to be on top. As controversial as that might sound, consistency in something like a Battle Royale is more important than
consistency. I mean, it reduces the RNG factor a little bit, where your performance over a period of games is more reflective of your standings than one game to the next. We've seen this in professional tournaments. We see it here today, where you have to get into that top 5, that top 10 position at all times to stay relevant.
Exactly, but we are going to get ourselves to map number 5, the last map of the day. It is going to be back to Sanhok we go. The bell has rung, and Paradise Resort is here.
The one thing I love about this map is just the action, the flow of it. It really, I know this is the first time that I, as a caster, have been able to cast this as in a semi-professional environment. Obviously, this isn't the same squad play we've seen in typical competitive PUBG.
Yeah, but Team Liquid's not in this one right now.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we've been talking actually behind the scenes about what would make this map competitively viable, and I think it's around that 10-team mark would be great for squads.
Small.
Yeah, no doubt. And the one thing that I do like about it is again just the pacing. We've seen it every time where even though the mid game can be a little bit slow from time to time, the end game is always super exciting.
Well, it looks like everyone has started to fall out of the plane. 62 total members, 31 teams in our final map of the APAC region. And just like that, everyone is gunning and running. Looks like we might actually have more than one team drop boot camp this time.
Yeah, we'll see. Every time I've seen the plane path come out in this way, it looks like there's a bunch of people going center, but then they all just float to the furthest possible point away from the plane path. We'll see if it changes up now where I think they've seen enough of each other through these games to try and figure out the patterns. But it's Bon Chang and iscokorea once again. How did they do last game?
Last game they finished top 10 in the last game, but they won game number 2.
Yeah, I do
Team
remember.
Curling is their name, by the way.
Team Curling.
Team Curling.
Stuck on the trees.
So we're
Ooh, they have friends.
They do indeed. Now it's a quick run to get themselves some loot because it looks like they might end up having to find themselves.
He skipped the pistol.
I think he did. I think he realized he skipped. No, he didn't actually.
No, he's nervous. It's getting to him. The pressure. This is the boot camp. That beautiful bright orange UMP.
We were talking last game about how the gold M4 could be blinding in something in a place like Miramar, but if you want to stand out, that bright orange as well.
Silver plate's where's that?
Yeah, that's the spot.
The silver plate skins are all the best looking ones in my opinion.
Okay, definily a silver over gold guy.
Yeah, well I got them all, but at the same time, I don't know what it is. It's just the aesthetics. You get the match. You got the you used to be able to have the mini on Sanhok, but now you got the QBU. So we're going to need a silver plate skin for that, obviously. But the M4 pairing is.
Are you an IRL silver over gold usually? Do you prefer wearing silver?
I don't actually wear a lot of jewelry. I have a watch and that's it.
And it has both of them, as I noticed.
Yeah, exactly. It's silver and gold. There you go. Nailed it. But where's cigarettes at? What building is he hiding in this time around? That's what I want to know.
Still a little early.
What ground is he currently staring at? 2-3-1 here. The murderer. This guy's been slaying all day.
He has. You talk about how you get rewarded for those kills, but it also shows how aggressive can be. High risk, high reward.
Right.
Because they were in first place leading up into game number 4.
Oh, he's in the boot camp too.
Oh, he is leading up into game number 4, but after that, because they had such an early exit, they ended up falling down to 5th place.
Oh, we were just looking at him.
Yeah.
Did he turn his cam off?
I think he did.
Or is this his teammate? Oh, it's his teammate.
It is his teammate. It's NeoticaCH.
I see. Got it.
They confused us with that one. Well, they both have that logo.
Yeah. Oh, he spotted somebody there in the school. That's what I call that building, by the way, chat. I don't know if that matters to you or not. The center building's the school. Agree, disagree? Anybody? I don't know.
They're gonna have an opinion one way or another.
I call it the school. I think it's the right call.
It's okay.
If you're in the boot camp, boot camps have schools.
Oh. Nice little reaction time there.
Oh, what are you doing? Just in the open. All right, well, there you go. That's that.
Well, he decided to leave school a little bit early. Summer vacation's going to start quite quick for him.
Who has their Steam notifications on? And also, what's Farm Together? That sounds like a game that sounds like crack cocaine. That sounds like something that you're just going to be attached to. Like, what are you doing? I've been playing Farm Together for 14 hours straight.
I feel like it's like Farmville, but you hold hands as you plant the crops.
And you're together, yeah. I got my whole family hooked on Farm Together.
Oh, God. I'm going to look up after broadcast what that game is now.
Don't do it, dude. You're going to get sucked in.
It's going to be all over Twitter.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Let's play that for 4 years.
I love how you assume that the time sync is 4 years.
Farm. Just, it's in the name.
Have you ever played Farm Simulator?
No.
You haven't?
Anything that has farm in the title. I'm not touching it.
You didn't play Farmville?
No.
You didn't?
That's the original. That's what got me. That's like...
I was saying, like, was like in middle school in Canada, like, did you play Farmville?
What is that, like the curriculum? Do you think that's what we do?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what was the Flash game of preference?
Pogs.
What is Pogs?
You know, like the things you had to flip with the little pieces of cardboard you hit with the slammer, try to flip over, keep it up. Meanwhile, 00231 and company are cleaning up.
Oh look, 231's killing people.
Yeah.
Seems to be a common trend today.
Telling you, Pogs is what's up. Pogs and I think Pokemon came around a little bit later, but
Pokemon's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
like universal. Like,
it was all
everybody played Pokemon.
cardboard-based products. It was you know, between the Pogs, the Slammers, that was also the part of Pogs, and then Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And what have you later on.
What about, were you a Digimon fan? Did you like
No,
Digimon?
that was it. Like I got burned on Pogs. I never got another collectible. I never got anything else collectible.
Pogs was it.
Pogs burned me too hard, dude. They had to ban them at our school because we started gambling. I'm telling you. Once kids started losing Pogs, it was it. All the parents came together like, no more Pogs. That's it.
Some schools have gang violence. Some schools have drugs. Your school had a Pog.
We had an underground black market Pog trading.
Some kid rolls up to school with a black trench coat. Hey, you want to buy some Pog?
You want some Pogs? I got slammers for days.
여기 따라가면 될 것 같은데?
Anyone who's under the age of like 21 is like, what are
no
these
idea
knuckleheads
right now.
talking about?
They think we're talking about pugs. Like they feel
Yeah.
like they're bringing dogs to school.
Dude, the black market pug trade, I'm sure, is just as prevalent as Pogs were.
It's probably worse.
Sorry, chat. I know you guys are all children, but I'm reminiscing here, okay?
This is his moment. He's going to go back and look at the broadcast, highlight it, work it in his demo reel. So there's one
Dude,
time,
my
guys,
mom sold all my Pogs in a garage sale. You know how
You're
how
so
dramatic
angry.
that was?
You're so angry you just
knocked over the
down
car.
all of the
yeah.
cards that we created.
Sega, Pogs, all gone. That was a horrible garage sale.
You come home to visit
Mom,
your family.
where are my Pogs?
Guys, this is now a Pog stream.
All right, seriously. I feel like we should be paying attention to what's happening.
Broadcaster Royale Pogs edition.
Yeah. We're all out of order now. I don't know what to do with these.
You should talk to Player Unknown to see if you can get a Pog spray on one of the walls.
Oh, yeah.
That would incite some conversation.
The greatest day I ever had at school, I went on this run. I went on this Pogs run. I had slammers. We were playing for slammers. And it was, you know, you play for keeps or you didn't play for keeps, right?
I also want to
playing, it was a high-stakes game of 4 keeps slammers where you try and slam the other guy's slammer and then you flip it over. Because you had to flip it over, and then if you flipped it over, you won.
Out of context,
I
this
was
is terrible.
Taking people's slammers left, right, and center. I had a posse following me around. It was the greatest day of my life.
Yo, here comes Mosley.
Watch out.
Here comes Mosley.
Gather around. He's playing for keeps, dog. He's playing for keeps.
You pull out a Pelican case with your Pog cards
no,
in it?
they had like those, you know, like the paintball containers, like those long. We had like these special cases, and the slammers went in their own because they were a little bit bigger. I had a metal one. I was destroying kids with the metal slammer on the playground. That's what led to the ban. It was the Slammers run of 1991.
Parent-teacher
Remember
conference.
like it was yesterday.
Mrs. Mosley, I need to have a conversation with you.
Your kid's taking everyone's slammers.
Your son's taking everybody's slammers. Oh.
All right, I think we've upset the chat.
I think we have indeed. AA New ends up going down. Does it look like he ends up getting finished? No, his teammate ends up helping him out. He's going to have to be able to get the double kill. He does indeed, so he will be able to res his teammate. 27 teams left alive. 26 teams, sorry. 49 members of that.
그러네. 만족합니다.
Now remember, this is the first invitational qualifier. For those of you that are just joining us, we have both an invitational path and an open path. So there's going to be 2 qualifiers for each of those separate paths. The invitational qualifier number 1 as well as open qualifier number 1 are this weekend. You're currently watching invitational qualifier number 1. Open qualifier number 1 will end up being tomorrow, where we actually gave everyone an opportunity to sign up via smash.dg, and you could get yourself onto that list and potentially get yourself into the pros. And the best part about this is everybody is streaming, Moses.
Yeah, and I mean, having everyone's perspective is so much fun. Just being able to watch all these different personalities. Obviously, a lot of those I'm not exposed to just based on time zones alone. I mean, we've seen Korean Darth Vader, cute Korean Darth Vader. We've seen the Pink Cloud,
a killer Pink Cloud,
and the babyface assassin. I haven't seen him this game yet, though. Is he still playing?
He is still playing, indeed.
Okay. Ooh, shots ringing out. He's got that 3x, little bit of potato. Does land the knock. Trying to go for the finish. Where's the teammate? Finish the teammate. You're stuck in the blue. Let's go. There you go. Ooh, his teammate's actually down, and he will get the finish. But now he's in a position to res in the blue. Early in the game, should be able to get it going.
Yep. First circle doesn't take off too much damage, so you can find yourself in the blue for a little bit, make things a little bit easier. So Bongo's going to end up being able to res Super DD. Still trying to figure out what room he's in. 47
What room is cigarettes in? That's what I want to know. Where's cigarettes at? You know he's indoors somewhere. It's his thing.
I feel like he's gonna just, for the sake of spite, just stay in a building the whole time.
I can see him on the map. He's in the boot camp. He's not moving.
Nope. This circle, unlike the previous two Stanok circles, is has been a lot more centralized, and so with the way that everybody dropped is spread out, they are not gonna have to move as much. But this first circle is closing, and it should be done within the next few seconds. It's going to give an opportunity to see where people are going to have to move to.
So this first shift, or I guess this would be the second shift now. I think this is going to kind of dictate. The river should come out of play. The boot camp on the edge. We'll see what happens with that. But for these teams who have been playing the edge, which is something we've been seeing throughout this day, especially on Sanic, it's just it's the right play to make, but it has been burning teams, and we have Dopper and burnaffro. These guys did win a game earlier as well. I'm not sure if it was on this map or another, but again, there's that hard shift where they now have to make that long run and immediately under fire.
Yep, gonna find somebody in, gonna play out some cover fire so his teammate can try to get himself a little bit of a flank rather. But he's going to end up finding out somebody else. burnaffro will end up taking out portospr. Dopper, in the meanwhile, is also going to take down 9 Faces. So that's 2 separate teams.
Yep.
Popping that adrenaline syringe.
Just like that. Oh my God. We haven't actually seen cigarettes POV in a while, but they are outdoors. Had to leave their confines of the boot camp. Looks like they do have decent gear, however. But again, edging in, playing super passive, but surprise, some other random guy standing perfectly still, getting shots to death.
It's the best present you can get. You see somebody openly peeking outside of a window. It's like you're taking practice shots on a mannequin.
Is that someone's head? Yeah, it is. And that's the end. Oh my God, the campers. They just, it was like 0 resistance. You know what? I take it all back. Cigarettes, you're doing fine.
You have finally given the stamp of approval, haven't you, Moses?
Well, the first 2 games was just like hiding in a corner looking at the ground, but I think they've like done well enough that they're starting to get more confident running around. So
warm-up games.
Yeah. Got to gauge the competition. No flare guns this game. Haven't seen one.
Did you have to have warm-up games in your Pogs matches, or were you just like, were you a hot out the gate?
Did I have to have? No,
Were you just like hot out the gate Pogs
No,
winner?
it's like anything else. You know, just got to come in hot.
Yeah.
It's pieces of cardboard on concrete. It's not a lot of science behind it. You know, it's
instead of hot pockets, it's hot pockets. Hot pocket.
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Jim Gaffigan, man, can't hate on Jim Gaffigan.
Oh yeah, You know what? That's one of his most famous bits. I think that's like. It's like Celine Dion. It's like, sing this! You know, Jim Gaffigan's Hot Pockets. Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, that's scary pink cloud.
Get himself a Groza, as well as a full level 3 kill.
Leave the Groza behind.
Not a fan of the Groza?
Leave the Groza behind. He's not going to take it. Look, he's looking at it like, nah. Smart choice. Oh, he's going to trade it out for the QBU. All right. No, I'm not a fan of the Groza.
Let's say you sounded so despised with that decision.
Yeah, well, the Groza, I don't know why they changed it. They added this first shot recoil to it that just makes it not as good. It's still good up close, but it's not as good overall as it used to be.
I think it was fine when it first started, personally.
Yeah, I don't know why they making changes to crate weapons doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but then again,
I mean, I understand the concept just because of the low recoil, you're able to get those shots off. But at the same time,
yeah, but
the first shot recoil is too much now, I think.
Well, that and the fact that it was pretty good at mid-range sprays, which I think is the reason they gave it that first shot recoil. It's supposed to be more towards like a ultra powerful SMG than like a mid-range AR, but it's a crate weapon. I mean, if it was just all over the ground, like, you know, the one thing I don't understand is, like, why is the AUG still a crate weapon?
True.
The AUG is, like, barely an upgrade over most 5.6 rifles. But who am I to judge?
I digress. As we've got Edwin.
Ooh, baby.
huahed going to be able to take out J Kim. Is that going to be a little double?
Man.
That's going to be the 2-tap. As huahed's going to be able to pick up that kill. That's going to be 2 for his team now, taking himself out a team. He's going to use that med kit to get back up to 100% HP.
I think he's got another team on the way, though.
He does, and it's Afro and Doppler as well.
Yeah, they heard that gunfire up in the woods here, so they're coming to investigate. Circle about 40 seconds before it shifts once again. Might be unwise to start a fight now, but they have a long way to run too. So they're kind of rotating out towards where they heard that gunfire.
And we can actually take a look at the map and see where everybody's at right now. And if you take a look, people are going to have to move a lot.
Ooh, baby!
As he gets a nice little pickup there onto John.
Is that the Vector I just heard, or QB? I couldn't quite tell.
I think it was the QB.
Fair enough.
As this next circle on the northeastern side of where we're at right now, lots of people are going to be converging from that south
Tons of
side.
map pressure on that southern portion.
Look at that.
Everyone having to make this long run. The circle's already starting to move again. Another spray down. Ooh, trading.
Edwin Live takes down Doppler as well as Afro. So huahed and Edwin did a really good job this
Afro
game.
and Doppler are out, actually.
Yeah, they are. That's going to be huge for them in point standings.
Yeah, that's going out very early in this game. There's still 22 teams up.
Meanwhile, New and AIM able to get themselves off. They take DZ down. And something else that we saw on the map, actually, that we didn't really get to draw attention to is 231 and his teammate are actually camping themselves in a compound inside that next circle. So you can see on the southwestern side of that next circle, they're actually just chilling right there. They're
trying to secure, yeah.
They need those extra points. They tried fragging out a little bit too much early. Now they want to make sure that they get those easy points. But they're within proximity of June P, who we know is another team that, securing that #1 spot.
Nice shots here. And already the game's starting to ramp up. This southern portion of the play zone is getting really hot. But for the most part, yeah, those who are in decent position to hold on to qualify aren't going to take any risks here. So for 2-3-1, we've seen them fragging out the entire tournament so far, at least today. And now they're just trying to play for placement, trying to secure that spot. There he is.
The man himself, taking a break from the camping lifestyle, decided to put the backpack on and take a little bit of a stroll. Nice little turn there.
Wow.
Was able to pick up that kill. That was a great reaction.
Yeah, no doubt. Turning on it, looking to the edge of the play zone, making sure their approach is secure.
There are still 32 members left alive, 18 teams as we're in this circle now.
Right.
And with only a few compounds, they're going to have to be very aware of the verticality here of these hills.
I wonder if he heard us talking about his camping strategies and he had to mix it up out of pride.
Just infuriated him.
Yeah,
I could go outside too.
I will go outside and murder everyone. How about that? There we go. And that's exactly what he's doing. So cigarettes cruising right now, but again, another hard shift moving a little bit, well, not too hard, but a little further to the right than center.
I'm going to blame Twitch chat on this one. Because he's streaming and they can check, Twitch chat probably heard us, ran to his channel and said, hey.
They're talking about you. Cigarettes, they're saying mean things.
So the question now becomes, what did you do to the guy that tattletaled on the POG's underground strategy?
I don't remember.
You guys didn't
no more pogs.
Hang him up or anything,
That was
right?
it. That was the end. And then we moved on to poker and other illegal gambling.
Just imagine you, just 15 years old, sitting in class with
15.
poker chips.
I was 9.
Okay, it wasn't middle school.
No, this was elementary school pogs, dude. That's why it was such a big deal. There's no parent-teacher intervention when you're 15.
I don't know.
Oh, they're getting flanked. Cigarettes teammates down.
Yeah, that was actually 2-3-1 that ended up taking those shots out. Edwin ends up picking up the kill.
There they are.
Yep.
Cigarettes is in trouble. iscokorea is there as well.
Yeah, well, Cigarettes ends up taking it down.
Yes.
iscokorea's teammate Spachong is still there too.
Oh. J-Wook's down.
Get the second one.
Ooh, that's the babyface assassin is eliminated. The play zone doing work as well. Holding on to the edge, circle closing. Quickly down to 20 alive, but this is the bloodbath circle. Everyone's getting crammed in on the edges.
Now it is a test of your skill and your reaction time. Cigarettes picks up yet another kill on a newly. GMN as well as Yuki. Edwin Live ends up going down as well. That's not going to be good for them. They actually got some really good frags early.
Playing with 4 FPS is a challenge. Give himself a bit of a handicap there.
Yeah, that's definitely an inhibitor.
Yeah, no doubt. There's cigarettes. Oh my God! Finish your med, sir. He canceled just a little bit too soon. Oh my God! This could be
if
it.
he dies to this,
เขาตายฟรีโซนพอดีเพื่อนเขาตายแล้ว
he's confident.
He feels confident. Oh, peeking out with the car 98.
Oh, he wants to. Where is he?
Oh, that's
he just
all right.
watched death
That's
occur.
a bonus. That's a bonus. He knows he's safe now. Hit the painkillers. Move his way on.
7 teams, 11 players left alive. The higher this goes, the much better it's going to be. Oh, there's your Korean Darth Vader. June and Tume are #1 leaders. And look, she's even got a chicken dinner kill counter.
Oh, that's cute.
Look how adorable that chicken.
Cigarettes.
Yep.
She's coming for you. Look at that. That's the face of a stone cold murderer right there. I'll pull your guts out. I'll reach down your throat and just pull them right out of you.
You're dead now. You can't speak. Your vocal cords are gone. 10 members left alive.
I'll kill your whole family.
With just these 2 fingers.
我只能自己打咯。你卡，你在暗区吗？你在暗区吗？我没在暗区，我不好打。
Still 10 members left alive.
We can hear the gunshots.
Yeah, I like the creeping up here. Again, my enemy is my friend. Tume ends up actually going down. Lesser ended up getting the down on that, so that only means that June's the only one left alive there. Oh,
wow.
Love that happens. Oh, and June goes down.
They just ran really quickly into each other and fell over.
They did 7 kills now for Asin. His teammate does go down, so he is playing for himself now. 5 members left alive.
Yeah, he's
4
got to
teams.
be careful.
Yeah. So there's only 1 team of 2 left, so it's a 2v1, v1v1.
The buildings are centered. There's going to be people in those buildings almost guaranteed.
There is 1 player in the building right now is what we can see from the map. Everybody else in the other buildings. There is still a piece of on the southern side of that circle of the building left alive as well.
He can't get around that side, though. He's got to use all his utility just to get close to to get into the play zone, which is this is going to be hard for him.
And because he saw the 2 teams kill each other as well, he has no idea where anybody is at this point.
And he's got the car 98, so that leaves a little bit. Let's see if he can use it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, shot him in the kneecap. Almost. So if he can get to that building, if he can clear it out, but he's got to get inside or use it because they're on stilts. Oh no, they're not. These ones are fine. So he can hold this corner. I would stay outside though.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart move.
Yeah, he doesn't need to go inside right now. He doesn't have a teammate to help create extra.
Go, Asin!
That was your battle cry? I liked it.
Oh, look.
Oh.
She's like, oh, there's people outside.
That was a face of disappointment. Nope, you're done. 5 members still left alive. And that house is still in the circle.
He's playing this really well. He's got the ridge now. He can use that to move. He's so calm.
Light cook on the grenade.
Yeah, just...
Oh! From down...
Oh, there's a snake.
We got a snake. Yuki.
There's a dog, too. Shoot him!
Shoot him! Yes! There you go. And that was actually Asin, so... Asin even looked on that side,
he looked over there, but the snake was too real. So now what do I do? I hear explosions.
They're outside.
She doesn't even look like she's ready. She's like, I'm just going to sit here. She's got a shotgun, too.
That's S12K. That's an S12K, isn't it?
She's like, I'm going to sit in here, and I'm going to wait for the game to end, or someone's going to run right into this thing. Where are you throwing those grenades?
I don't know.
Oh, on the corners. Like, he's playing this super tactical, like, all right, Delta 2-9er, we're going to make the breach here. She's in there just like, I think there's someone outside.
When the door opens, shoot. She knows it, too. She's laughing about it.
She's like, she's terrified.
She is.
That's the face of pure terror.
I don't know what's gonna happen first. Her screaming or her shooting.
Yeah.
When the door gets open.
Can we please just stay on her? I just want to stay on her. Just the whole rest of the game. I don't care what happens outside.
This is it. It's 2 members left alive. We're not leaving this point of view.
What did I just say?
He's out here. He's pumping.
He's really worried. Like, they could be anywhere, dude.
And
they could be anywhere.
She's just chilling in the corner. I heard you were coming for my pogs.
몇 초 안 남았어. 어떡하지? 이제 원 줄어들어요.
She can hear him walking around. Like, what's going to happen is it's just going to close on top of her. Did they see that? Do we see where the asterisk is? Can we see the map real quick? Oh, it's right next to her.
Yeah.
This is the luckiest girl ever.
Now, here's the question.
Take the shotgun out.
In this close-up situation, do you switch off of the S12K? I say no. Uh-oh. Oh! She got the victory!
Let's go!
Takes out Yuki. Oh, she's crying. It's the best day of her life. Yeah.
Great job. Good effort.
I'm clapping for you.
Great job. Good effort.
Oh, this is the best day of my life right now. Young Glarm with the victory. So Young Glarm coming out of game number 3 was 3rd place, actually.
Oh, wow.
So with this victory, there's a good chance there's probably in that top 2. I'm going to clap for you again.
Great job. Good effort.
The communication to know that he was on the other side of that wall. Okay, the real question is, do you think she knew?
She had no idea.
She had no idea.
She was just like, I can hear something. I'm just going to pop out and take a look at it.
Oh, that was... So now the real question...
No ADS, just like left click.
Here's the real question. Was the headshot the play of the day, or was that the play of the day?
No, that's clearly.
That's clearly the play of the day.
Skill.
Everybody in the back, that's the play of the day.
What is it? Violence,
what?
Speed, momentum.
All right.
Right?
That's your
That's not mine.
Your Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, I was going to say.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look back at the replays from that match. That was some fun ones. Lots of kills, lots of frags, as Soundhawk always does. And it was everybody putting in their best effort on the final map for the APAC region.
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot of fun the whole way through. We saw some interesting personalities, some interesting shots.
We got to hear of the dreadful 1991.
Yeah, we talked about Pogs.
The Pog band of 91.
It's all flooding back, the memories. Overall, it was really fun. I really like the flow of this map. No disrespect to Erangel and Miramar, just way more excitement I felt like on this map the whole way through. And cigarettes, from camping god to the outdoor assassin. A lot of fun moments, some nice kills. Really, the one thing that was, and there she is, the Korean Darth Vader just murdering
the
cigarettes,
tap.
no less. Yeah, the one tap all the way through. And
see, look. So he looked and had no idea that she was laying prone on the other side of that ridge.
The perfect
and
combination.
And here it comes.
Amazing. Look at the joy. I love it.
Oh, it was great. She was happy. You could just see the excitement. But see, those moments are what makes this event in particular so exciting.
Yeah.
Because everybody's streaming, everybody's being competitive, $300,000 prize pool. But those excitements, those moments, you might not be a pro player.
It's reflective of the game.
Exactly.
I think that I've spent a lot of time around the upper echelon competitive PUBG where it's min-max. Like, you're juicing the game for as much as you can. You kind of lose the spirit. Like I talked about this in a video not too long ago. PUBG has this soul, this nugget that just is so hard to duplicate. And lots of people have come into the battle royale genre now trying to find that whatever that is, that drive that makes PUBG so great. And these tournaments, you get back to it. You can see it.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
It's really exciting to see the feeling of ecstasy that these players have when they win.
Yeah.
Everybody watches professional tournaments. Everybody, whether you are a pro or a non-pro, okay. All right.
There should be more.
There should be more. But for everybody that does watch, for everybody that does participate, that is a great feeling. But when you can actually have that feeling of accomplishment yourself, it kind of takes it to the next level. But moving forward, let's go ahead and take a look at our kill standings at the end of our Invitational Qualifier number 1. Team Danawa with 29, which includes 00231, and then 68 plus 1, which includes your favorite person, that Delightful Cigarettes.
Can I just address something?
Sure.
If you think that these players are cheating live on Twitch, you're dumb.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah? Well, I think I know what point you're talking about. We will get to that later as a foreshadow for our player of the game. But that's our kills leaderboard, and we've got our points leaderboard coming up very shortly as well. It is a lot of exciting things. But before we get to that, 2-3-1 as a last final touch upon, the man is a cold-faced killer.
He murdered a lot.
Yes.
I mean, username leaves something to be desired. I'm not sure if that's an alias, because we do see from time to time the pros sneak in.
They do.
But 231, amazing performance, regardless of who you really are.
Dun, dun, dun. But kills aside, it is points that puts you at the top. And with the points, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our top 8. J-May, the Korean Darth Vader, made it to the top with 814 points. That last win putting Young Larm at number 2.
Nice.
With
there he
807.
is. 231.
Yep.
Did get a couple of placements there, coming up 1 or 2.
This is still a little bit closer than a lot of instances. Only 100 points, or less than 200 points, separating first and 8th place.
Yeah, no, that's a very tight dispersion. That's why these matches over 5 games really kind of elevates, because now you can see these guys have all played well at one point or another through this tournament, at least these first 5 games. And you can see how close it is, so that makes for an exciting part 2.
It is. Now, you're only seeing the top 8 standings on that specific graphic, but mind you, the top 20 of this specific qualifier made it to the regional finals, and then the top 10 from that will end up making it to the live finals at a TBD date and location. I'll slide this way a little bit because they decided
I'm being eclipsed by my own graphics.
They wanted to just show some love. J-May at 814, and that is going to conclude our APAC region. But let's go ahead and talk about it just a little bit. What were your main thoughts?
I love the aggressive style play on Sanak. I mean, and the Korean mechanics on show as well. I am always impressed with just the pure mechanical skill we see from some of these players. Not to mention the fact that everyone was having a good time.
It was.
I mean, except for cigarettes, he looked very.
He was this close to his monitor. Yeah. he was there to play. He was there to win. But before we sign off for the APAC region, we have to do the most important aspect, and that's going to be the play of the day, or the play of the region of the day.
Play of the region of the day.
Play of the region
Europe's
of the day.
Up next.
Europe's up next. Yes, and it's going to be none other than
Clap.
Young Rim herself. Golf Clap.
Look at that. Pure skill and accomplishment.
Yeah! That was great. She comes right around the corner.
She transitions from pure 100% camping to clicking the mouse on the one individual player left remaining.
That is
right up until the emotional eruption.
The purest definition of 0 to 100.
Yeah, real quick.
0 to 100 real quick. That was, yet again, that was fun. You could talk all day about the strategic smoke grenade throw to getting the peak, but going from camper to killer is certainly something that
she didn't even right-click aim. She
it was
W
a pure hip fire.
mouse
like
one.
It was.
That's it. That's all you need.
But
maybe a little A in there for the.
Do you know what else you need, Moses?
What's that?
You need Twitch Prime, because Spa Day.
You do.
Spa Day is every day. We were at Sandhawk 3 of the 5 maps. Paradise Resort probably has a nice spa there, and you can go hang out in the spa anytime you want with the new Spa Day crates that we have, courtesy of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and Twitch Prime. So make sure you connect that appropriately to get yourself some stuff. You get a little neck pillow, a little head wrap, nice little purple towel, and of course a towel to cover the
nether regions.
The nether regions, indeed.
To cover your Paradise Resort, if you will.
I like that one. Oh, that was good. That was fantastic. But guys, that's gonna do it for us here for the Asia Pacific region. My name has been Jump. I've got Moses next to me. We've got Jorby running around somewhere trying to
getting me a coffee. I hope.
I hope he's getting me a coffee. Something. It's not Jorby the caster. He's now Jorby the intern.
Jorby the PA.
He's gonna come on next broadcast and I hate you guys.
Europe up next.
It is. But, guys, that's going to do it here for the Asia-Pacific region. This has been Broadcaster Royale. We are not done. It is a long day ahead of us. Europe is up next. Don't touch that browser. We'll be right back.